got too much to prove.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
And welcome into the Morning Rush on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Maddie T, all in studio with you today. And thank you as always for making us a part of your morning this morning. Happy hump day to all of you out there. It is a Wednesday, which we all know what that means. We know what that means, at least on the Morning Rush. It's a What's Your Beef Wednesday, which you know that you can use this show, this platform, to be able to call and to text in to the Cherokee Casino hotline and give us who or what you're beefing with today. It can be sports related, it can be non-sports related, but I tell you what, it might be one of the first times where you can't really, I guess you could, of course, use the Razorback football team as a beef, but, there's been enough going on to where you won't have to, say it's Chad Morris that you're beefing with. Well, Chad Morris is no longer the coach. Maybe you'll be a little more positive today when it comes to the football team. Am I doing a good enough job of selling that? Not enough.
I'll start. Here's one of my beefs.
Go ahead.
All you people out there that want Bobby Petrino back. And in fact, I saw a deal. Someone sent this to me, shared it with me on Facebook last night. I guess there's a petition that someone has formed on change.org or whatever down in Little Rock. And they're not understanding, what's the guy that does 7 on Your Side? Jason Peterson with KATV?
Yes.
The reporter?
Yes.
The 7 on Your Side. They were angry with him. I saw this on Twitter, too. Angry with him. Here's my beef. Angry with him. They'd collected 10,000 signatures online, petition signatures, to get Bobby Petrino back as head coach. Why isn't this news?
Because it's not news?
It's not news. I have beef as to why you think this would be a good idea. Did you forget the motorcycle wreck, forget the line to the school, forget all the reasons he was fired? Let's just pay attention to what happened at Louisville. So let me come out of the gate here flaming with a beef this morning. All of you out there that are begging to get Bobby Petrino back, have you paid attention to what happened at Louisville on his second go-around? Why do you think that'd be a good idea?
Started off okay and then went sour
at a
real
Heisman
quick.
Trophy. Yeah. And who's he going to get to be his staff? Like all the guys that have coached for him?
Yeah,
have
get the gang back together.
They've all found another place to hitch their wagon. They're not going to work for him again. So, now understand what you're talking about. Listen, I know you want to rebuild Camelot. I understand you think you just hire this guy as your head coach and you're back to winning 10 or 11 games a year. There's my beef this morning.
Well, okay, I'll add to yours. We need to have a blacklist of coaches that are not coming, and they cannot be mentioned, and they will not be mentioned, at least legitimately. Bobby Petrino's one of those. Houston Nutt's the same thing.
Quit wasting time talking about these names that are not, in my opinion, legitimate candidates for this job.
Because you mentioned Bobby Petrino and his second go-around at Louisville and how bad it ended. What do you think? What do you not remember what happened to Houston Nutt at Ole Miss? They went 2-10, 0-8 in his last year, which is what you're going to go this year. So, stop with the Houston Nutt. Stop with Art Briles. Hit that name, put it out. It's not happening. So there are all these names that people legitimately want. I understand if you're just trolling and you're trying to, start a fire. It's like, oh yeah, Urban Meyer's coming. Okay, yeah, you're just being funny. But when there are people out there that actually legitimately want these guys to coach Arkansas for the foreseeable future, no. You don't understand. Arkansas is closer to hiring Brett Bielema back than they would be Bobby Petrino. Think about that.
Yeah.
They would rather do that than hire Petrino.
All right. So there's my early. Now I got to come up with another one.
Well,
Shouldn't be a problem.
I'm about to say, I feel like you probably have some things that happen in your life on a day-to-day basis that you could probably use.
What does that mean?
I've overheard your phone calls, Tommy. I overhear you in the office over there screaming into that phone. So I know that you probably got something somewhere.
There's a list of things you do around the office we could.
Oh, I know.
Between you and Ty, there's plenty of shenanigans here in the office. We could air our dirty laundry on the air.
Well, let's just do that then. Let's have some fun with it. If we're going to do it, just get it all out there on the front end of everything. So, but it is a What's Your Beef Wednesday, folks. And if you want to
I'm serious.
Yeah. If you want to give your beefs, call or text Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963.
There, that sets the tone for today.
Yeah, do better than what Tommy did.
Do better than that. That's not the highest bar ever, but that's not a bad bar to start with for today.
It's not a bad standard to have.
No, it's not a bad medium height. we're going to start the high jump competition, that everyone in the field ought to have to stretch a little bit to clear.
Yeah.
But that ought to be a decent, high jump bar to clear right there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, exactly. Starting off the show the right way.
So there's your one to start the day. Go from there.
Yeah, exactly. Well, also with of course, if you listen to our intro that opened up the show, the Arkansas Razorback basketball team get their second win of the season yesterday, 66-43 over North Texas. Wasn't the most offensively powerful game, especially compared to Rice, but back-to-back games now, Arkansas's held their opponents to 43 points.
I don't think John Chavis is helping with the defense over the basketball center, is he?
I don't think so. Because,
maybe he could learn a few things over there.
Well, you do know that North Texas scored more points in football than they did in basketball. They scored 44 points in football last year. I'm just letting everybody know that
smart aleck.
The defense for Arkansas basketball was better.
And I looked at this as the game was unfolding, it's because Arkansas really didn't score as many points as it ended up okay because they had a nice run midway through the second half. And Arkansas had a couple of runs in this game. What was that last one? 19-3.
Yeah.
That really, sealed this game. 66 points probably doesn't cut it on most nights and a lot of nights. And really, this kind of offensively, it never really got on track, I guess. I don't know how you'd really describe what happened offensively. But this game, the pace, I guess, was dictated by the defense. That's maybe a better way of putting it. The thing, I don't think, maybe they chart this internally. But, John, how many times in these two games, and particularly watching again last night, there was 3 shot clock violations, I believe, for North Texas. Now, I know 2 of them where the Arkansas defense just pressed them all the way to the end.
Suffocating them.
There was one that they just, I think, goofed up the possession. But then you go back to their opening game, and I think there was 2 there. I don't know if anyone charts that. That doesn't show up on the box score that, hey, the opponent had this many shot clock violations. I wish somebody, and maybe there's someone that keeps these advanced metrics and keeps up with this stuff, because now they're counting passes and all these things. How many times do they force the opponent to take a shot in the last 3 or 4 seconds of the shot clock? And you say, well, what's that matter? Well, because by that time you're rushed. You're probably you're taking whatever you can chuck up there. Mm-hmm. And it just seemed like as I watched particularly the first half unfold, there were multiple possessions where it's like North Texas would look up there like, oh, crap, we got 6 on the shot clock. Dribble, heave, And that's one of the things this defense is doing to people is they're getting down late in the shot clock, and then they're just having to take what they can take.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like quarterback pressures in football.
Kind of,
yeah. Where it's like you're not getting a sack, but the quarterback pressures are affecting the game. And it's just like the same thing when that shot clock gets put down.
That doesn't show up in the box score other than under turnovers when you actually get a shot clock violation. But boy, those are things the game within the game that's really important right now.
No doubt about it. Let's get into some quick hitting headlines here that are presented by Williams Tractor.
Hey, as the calendar starts to wind down, they're winding up the savings at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, and Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. Take advantage of the True Blue Savings Event with 0% financing, cashback savings, and other year-end specials on New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings right now at Williams Tractor, Fayetteville, Berryville, and Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas in Rogers.
A few quick hitting headlines. Arkansas beats North Texas last night 66-43, has moved on to 2-0 on the season. Also, the latest college football playoff rankings, which we're going to talk about later in the show more in depth. LSU is your number 1 team in the country, and deservedly so. Ohio State is sitting at number 2. Clemson at number 3. In Georgia at number 4. Some controversy there with Georgia because Alabama's at 5. Georgia lost to a bad South Carolina team at home. Alabama lost to a great LSU team at home. Some people were saying, why are they above?
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, and also not to mention that Georgia also beat teams like Florida, which is a little more quality, and Notre Dame, which is a little more quality than what Alabama
resume is not stellar in the teams they've beaten.
No, they will have time, though. They'll have time to make up for it. More of the Morning Rush and your phone calls and text messages coming up next.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Tommy's in a good mood now.
Hang on, let me turn my mic.
I'm about to say, what's going on
Hang
here?
on.
Okay,
I
now
was
your
trying to
mic's
figure out-
back on.
Well, I was just, really enjoying some James Taylor.
Yeah, I
here.
turned it off.
Who put that in?
Of course, it was Matty T.
All right, give Matty T a
You
raise.
think I'm going to do anything for you? You
No.
think I'm going to try to pander towards you?
No. You don't do anything. Thank
Maddie's
you.
nicer than I am.
Thank you, Maddie.
Yeah, he's a lot nicer than I
I
am.
really appreciate that.
And I'm wondering, when are you going to put him with some Justin Timberlake? All right?
Probably a quarter to never.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
man.
No, did you also
Thank you
know
again.
that Tommy's the one who's a little bit rock and roll now?
Oh, he
you're
is?
the country.
I'm
you're,
the country-
You're the boring country guy, and Tommy's the rock and roll guy.
Yeah, because nothing says rock and roll like Tommy Kraft.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, James Taylor and...
I'm headed to get a tattoo right here when
Yeah.
I
I mean,
leave.
who rocks harder than
As soon
James
as the
Taylor?
show's over, my
Oh
new
my
tattoo.
gosh,
you know?
Good grief. Well, appreciate everybody listening in on What's Your Beef Wednesday. You can call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline, 877-377-6963. By the way, I wanted to mention this in my quick-hitting headlines in the previous segment, but we ran out of time. I'm so happy. Arkansas basketball won, which is great.
Oh, I know where you're going because this was almost my,
my
no
goodness.
beef Wednesday
Yes.
right here. I know where I don't even have to guess where you're headed.
You
with this
already
comment.
know. You already know. So the number one team in the country in college basketball is the Kentucky Wildcats. Big Blue Nation, if you will. John Calipari with his one-and-done, lottery-pick-filled roster. It's just, you hate to see it, but they lost last night,
You
Tommy.
hate to see it.
You just hate
I
to
love
see
that sarcastic
the
response.
fact that they lost last night at home. And was it to Kansas? No. Was it to Duke? No. North Carolina? No. It was to the Evansville Purple Aces. Could any of you even tell me where Evansville is? Probably not.
Indiana, isn't it?
I don't
Evansville,
know.
Indiana.
I don't know. I wasn't supposed to know. I was just saying I don't know where it's
I think
at, so most people probably don't, but I'll trust your judgment.
Indiana? Question mark?
Yeah. It doesn't matter because they beat Kentucky, and I there is just something sweet, something so majestic about Kentucky basketball losing, especially losing to teams that have no business being on the same court with the Kentucky Wildcats.
What a time to be alive!
What an amazing time to be alive. I love it. I love seeing the look on John Calipari's face on the sidelines where he has that smug look of like, yeah, I'm going to have to find some player to blame it on because we're young and we're freshmen.
Well, I heard his comments after the game. He didn't blame it on anybody.
Oh, I know, but that's what he always has to. He's probably because he couldn't think of anybody to blame it on. But it's also great to see those old white hairs that are sitting there in the stadium, in Rupp Arena, with just a look of demoralizing defeat of how could this happen? And then all the while, Arkansas wins their game against North Texas, and they're 2-0. So I wish this was a best of the worst of the weekend or something that we could have more positive feelings towards. But I'm telling you, I love seeing Kentucky lose basketball games almost as much as I love seeing Arkansas win. It's a close second, but it just felt good. It felt good to see that happen last night. And I had to get that out there as well. It's just, I mean, yeah. And by the way, Ryan Van Buren texted into the Cherokee Casino hotline, says, yes, it is Indiana. And the coach was a former Kentucky player. That's exactly right.
Yes.
So that makes it even better. And also, just wanted to throw another thing into this. You know, Matt Jones of Kentucky Sports Radio, who might be the most obnoxious, ridiculous, over-the-top media member who actually covers a local team. Don't really have much respect for the guy. But he doesn't understand why everybody was coming after him and his people at Kentucky Sports Radio when they lost last night. Why are all these people tweeting at me? Why do y'all care? You bring it upon yourself, buddy. So there's just a lot of reasons and a lot of facts of why I loved it. Absolutely loved the fact that Kentucky lost a basketball game to Evansville. The Purple Aces. If you lose to a team that has the mascot's called the Purple Aces, you don't deserve my respect for today. So there you go. I wanted to make sure I got that out of the way as well. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Marcus is in Conway. What's going on, Marcus?
Not much. What about y'all?
Oh, just another day in paradise, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I have a question. It's not really about the beef thing. I was just watching the game last night, and we looked really good to me. Mm-hmm. But we are kind of small. Do you think that's going to hurt us when it comes to SEC conference games?
Oh, without question. Without question, that's going to be effective. I think that Musselman is trying to figure out ways to adjust to that as best as he can. And I think if you get Reggie Chaney back, who's about 6'8", that'll be helpful as well. But there's no doubt that Arkansas is going to lose some games this year, maybe even the teams that aren't that very good, if they have a strong inside presence, offensively and defensively, for sure.
Okay. Because from what I was seeing, we play like, physical and that's good with small teams,
Mm-hmm.
But I was just wondering if that's gonna, be able to, go against the SEC top teams,
Mm-hmm.
that physical in your face defense would lie up to bigger people. So I just,
Yeah, well, appreciate the phone call, Marcus, and it's going to be problematic. Hopefully, it doesn't happen in the non-conference so much, but first off, the SEC has not looked that great so far. I know it's 2 games and a lot of things can happen, but they have been struggling, especially last night.
Xavier's a good team. I think we're ranked number 21. They beat Missouri last night, so I mean that's not an upset, really. In fact, they're probably favored to win, but there were some losses last night in the SEC.
Yeah, because I was just looking at the scoreboard here this morning, and you mentioned the Xavier one. Well, Auburn ended up getting the victory against Southern Alabama, but it was only 1 point. But they were down for a lot in that game. So
I'm just telling you, mid-majors aren't what they were 10 or 15 years ago. Television has changed a lot of things. Kids, transfer portal's changing more things. Good players aren't afraid to go to some of these schools anymore. And it's just the gap has narrowed. I'm not saying the Power 5 schools are still the Power 5 schools, but the gap has narrowed some.
Absolutely. And I thought about this too, Tommy. If you're looking at the schedule, Arkansas has a good chance to be 12-4. 12-4 heading into that Kentucky game in Fayetteville. Do we get 19,000 for that game if they're 12-4 heading into Fayetteville? Like, it's a Saturday, it's a 4 p.m. game.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna get that irregardless.
See, I already got chills. I can't wait.
Hey, is your home at least 10 years old and served by OG&E? They've got a great free weatherization program for all their customers to increase your comfort and lower your bills. They'll send out a trained crew to do an energy audit at no cost to you. And if your home qualifies, their crews install measures that could include attic insulation, LED light bulbs, weather stripping, advanced power strips, carbon monoxide detectors, smoke alarms, and a whole lot more. Call about this free program. It's absolutely free. Even the call is free. 1-800-272-9741. That's 1-800-272-9741 for OG&E's free home weatherization program.
More of your phone calls and text messages coming up next on The Morning Rush. Stay with us.
The most honest sports radio show in Arkansas. The Morning Rush continues next.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm a cooler. You're driving to a tailgate, so you filled me up with ice and cans. But I pop open, you panic, and if you've got cut rate insurance, there might be a few less cans in your ice. So get Allstate.
Allstate, where your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Accident forgiveness from Allstate. Contact your local agent today. Are you in good hands?
Not available in every state. Features are optional, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and its affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Right now at CVS Pharmacy, you can earn up to $50 extra rewards each year just for filling prescriptions. Which means the medicines you take to stay healthy might also do a little something for the health of your wallet. So visit your local CVS Pharmacy to sign up and start earning up to $50 extra rewards on prescriptions. Terms and conditions apply. Not valid on all prescriptions, including those purchased in Arkansas, New Jersey, or New York. Other state restrictions apply. See cvs.com/RX rewards or the pharmacy for details.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative is excited to introduce Wave Rural Connect. They're bringing state-of-the-art high-speed fiber internet plus TV and phone services right into the homes of all members. If you're an Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative member, go to waveruralconnect.com to sign up. That's waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Fall is here, and the weather may not always be nice outside, but it's always nice inside. Keep your game sharp no matter the season on the TrackMan Simulator only at the Golf Nut. This is the same technology used on the PGA Tour for ball tracking on TV. The world's top players trust TrackMan when it comes down to data accuracy, and you can too. The Golf Nut, 5121 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith's #1 golf shop since 1994. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for daily specials. The Golf Nut.
It's a November to remember at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Save up to $14,000 off on remaining 2019 GMC Sierra SLTs, featuring the new body style and tons of new features, and now $14,000 off. Or get the new 2019 Buick Encore, the hottest selling Buick in the market, only $18,999. It's a November to remember. Save up to $14,000 off at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
We've invented a new messaging system using the crisp sounds of Bud Light. Crisp Code. Lesson 42. This is how you say happy hour. It's happy hour. Let's go get some Bud Lights. That's it for today.
Brewed with no corn syrup. Bud Light. Crisp. Enjoy responsibly. Bud Light Beer. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jody'sAuto.com sells tires. Lots of tires. The best tire brands at the same prices as the Warehouse Club or Big Tire Chain Store. Price match guarantee. But at Jody'sAuto.com, it's the people. They know tires. They can help you find the best tire for your vehicle at a price you'll want to pay and financing. Free flat repair to everyone. Free road hazard when you buy 4 tires. Can't get that at the club or chain. But Jody'sAuto.com does way more. 3 oil change specials, 1 for every budget. 3 locations, 2 in Fort Smith, 1 in Van Buren. And they do everything. All services, all maintenance, all tires, even towing and fleets. One stop for everything. Jody'sAuto.com. Can't get any of that at the club or chain. Voted best of the best by the customers. Since 1984, one-stop convenience and trust. Jody'sAuto.com.
Fresh means fresh, as in no preservatives. That's right. If it's fresh, it doesn't need to be preserved. Try Jim's 100% premium Wisconsin cheese. Fresh whole milk mozzarella, wood smoked provolone, old world style Romano and Parmesan. The freshest all-you-can-eat salad bar in town. No preservatives and fresh every time. At the corner of Greenwood and Gary in Fort Smith.
Look your best with Perfecto Cleaners at the bottom of Fiena Hills. Count on same-day service, easy drive-through cover drop-off and pickup window, and fast turnaround on alterations. Perfecto Cleaners always goes the extra mile to ensure your clothes look their best, making you look your best. Be sure to clip their coupons in the yellow pages, and as always, in by 9 and out by 5 Monday through Friday. Perfecto Cleaners, just off Jenny Lind at the bottom of Fiena Hills. Perfecto Cleaners, making you look your best.
ESPN 95.3.
I'm getting out of this high-rise penthouse suite where we pretend life's rosy and sweet.
The Morning Rush with John Neighbors and Tommy Kraft.
Being perfect is about being able to look your friends in the eye and know that you didn't let them down.
Streaming live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. And follow us on Twitter at HitThatLineAR.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Apparently I'm getting crushed because I didn't know who this was in the first 5 seconds of the song. I'm sorry.
That voice right there, you don't just know.
He didn't start singing in the first 5 seconds. I know the voice, Randy Travis.
Once we told you.
Well, no, I could have guessed after a few guesses.
This is just for you. Better Class of Losers. I think Matt nailed it here.
Yeah, thank you for that.
The song's about you, John.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you pander towards him with James Taylor. You pander towards me with a better class of losers.
You drink $3 wine, don't you?
Yeah, of course. I'm that guy. I got it written all over me. My goodness. Well, I guess we're gonna have some good songs in Tommy Kraft's wheelhouse. There, he's already happy here in this first hour.
James Taylor, Randy Travis, in hour one.
How can it be?
I can't wait to see what.
I'd say, how can it be
hour.
What's Your Beef Wednesday when you're going to be so happy about all the music and choices that have been going on this morning? But it is a What's Your Beef Wednesday, folks, here on the Morning Rush. And I got to tell you about Sassy's. I love Sassy's. I love the fact that we can talk about the John Neighbors special being there. And here's the thing first, before I really start diving into the greatness of it. You people got to move on from trying to make up your own specials at Sassy's, all right? Jason Carroll at the Pig Trail Nation's trying to do this. I know that Clay Henry was trying to mess with me and trying to do this. No. Go find some other place. Sassy's I claim. I want the best of the best. I claim Sassy's for the special.
Is there actually a special, though?
Tommy, semantics.
All right.
No, don't worry about that.
All right.
But if you go there, ask for the John Neighbors special. They may laugh at you. They may ask
do
you,
what happened to me.
They may ask you, who the hell is John Neighbors?
Who the hell is John Neighbors?
They may ask you that too. But if they do that, just go around about and say, all right, I want the barbecue nachos with chicken and pulled pork. Just go with that. Because if you go with that, I promise you will not be disappointed. It's all the greatest
I've
things.
had them twice, and they have a selection of sauces, so you can
That's right.
specialize it yourself. My favorite sauce is the sweet sassy molasses sauce.
Sweet sassy molasses. That's actually one I've always gone with.
I think it's called sweet sassy molasses, but I like
it's. It sounds better if you say molasses on that. But no, I've always been someone who's favorable towards the. Now I can't remember what it was, but it's the mustard-based barbecue sauce,
Right.
more the Carolina type style,
Vinegar,
a little
a
bit
little more vinegar.
a little vinegar. But sometimes I like to go with the hickory as well. I mean, they got options for you, and that's what Sassy's is great at. Is because not only is their food amazing, but they have various options for you to choose from. You can get the brisket, which is fantastic, by the way, smoked chicken, smoked turkey, pulled pork, ribs. They got it all. They also have non-barbecue items like catfish, which is fantastic as well. Award-winning smoked wings, which, let's be honest, everything's better when you smoke it. At least in the smoker is what we're referring to as. I know somebody's going to take that and run with it. When you're smoking it in the smoker and you're about to eat it.
It's legal now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We're talking about that, though. But you can go to Sassy's with their 2 locations in Fayetteville, get you some great food options, great atmosphere, bunch of TVs to watch all sports. So check it out for lunch and or dinner at Sassy's with their 2 locations in Fayetteville, off of College and off of Weddington.
They got a nice patio out there, and you can take your dog if you want.
Yeah, maybe not this. Maybe not today. In the
It's a little cool.
20-degree weather. It's a little chilly, but
It'll. You know what they say about Arkansas: if you don't like the weather today, just wait.
That's
Just
exactly
wait.
right. Because
Tomorrow.
it's going to be changing up for sure. So let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Andrew's in Spiro. What's going on? Is it Spiro or Sparrow?
I think he said it's what Tommy said.
Spiro.
John. Come on now, man.
Well, come on, John.
Yeah, it's
Jeez,
my fault. Sorry, Andrew. Go ahead. My apologies.
Man, I got to tell you, I was watching the game last night. I wanted to make the comment. It feels like we're watching a totally different team. This team is actually playing with some heart and some guts. I don't feel like I ever saw this with the Mike Anderson team, and we for sure didn't ever see it with the Chad Morris team. And what I'm getting at is I'm ready to see that on the football field. I'm ready for us to get a coach that's going to coach these players to play with some guts and act like they want to be on the field. That's all I got, guys.
Well, appreciate the phone call, Andrew. It gets thrown around, I think, more yesterday and last night when I'm watching the game and just looking at social media and all of that. It's amazing just how so many times when people are seeing the basketball team and how well they're playing and how well they're putting in the effort, and even though they may not win a lot of games this year or go to the NCAA tournament, they're still going to be entertaining to watch. People are saying, man, I wish the football team could do this. I mean, the comparisons get thrown around a lot. But I'm telling you right now, if you haven't had a chance to, go to hitthatline.com and watch these press conferences with Eric Musselman after these games and just hear how he breaks down games. It's almost like I get a little hot and bothered listening to it, because it's like, he's a mind, a basketball mind that just gets it, and the way that he'll go through the progressions, and when you had that stat of how many passes they want to do, when he breaks down of why they went with this matchup, why they went with this play, why they wanted to go this direction during the game at this point in time, I mean, it just really wows you on how attention to detail that Eric Musselman is. And in fact, I know the Razorback basketball Twitter account over the weekend put out a video of when Joe Klein, former Razorback great, came and visited the practice and talked to the team. And one of the things he said that really resonated, he's like, guys, I played in college basketball. I played in the NBA, had a long career in the NBA. This was an NBA practice. the attention to detail is what you will see at the next level. And I think that type of thing is what can really excite Razorback fans, and the fact that Eric Musselman and this staff pays very, very close attention to all the details.
I was at a luncheon about a week ago that Chuck Barrett spoke at, and obviously those that know Chuck and his career know he spent a long time around Dave Van Horn. And one of the things he was relating between these two coaches, Dave Van Horn and Eric Musselman, is people think when you get around Van Horn and if you get in a social setting, hey, let's talk something other than baseball because Coach probably doesn't want to talk baseball, right? Well, no, that's all he wants to talk about was the way Chuck was relaying the story. That's all that Van Horn thinks about. He wakes up thinking baseball. He thinks about baseball all day. He goes to sleep thinking about baseball. He was relating the fact that Musselman is much the same way, and you get around Coach Musselman, you think, well, let's talk about something other than basketball. This guy probably doesn't want to talk about basketball with me. He does basketball all day. No. That's all he thinks about. That's all he wants to talk about is basketball. He's constantly thinking about basketball and ways to improve a practice, ways to improve a player, he's constantly thinking about basketball. So, listen, I like that connection and the correlation there, and you need Dave Van Horn's the gold standard. I mean, that's what we're always looking for when you bring a coach in, right? Is the next Dave Van Horn for that sport. So, sounds like perhaps you've in a lot of characteristics. We've got to see some results, obviously. But you found a guy that eats, sleeps, breathes it, and it's not just lip service, And it's nice to see that carry over to an actual practice. And what we've seen in 2 games, and again, it's 2 games, we've seen practices from what we've seen and the reports and what we've been able to carry over to games.
Yes.
Now, they haven't played a juggernaut to this point. They haven't played a conference game to this point. So I'm pumping the brakes here. I'm not going to get out there and say, man, this may be a tournament team. This is a team that can compete in the SEC, surprisingly. No, I do think this is a team, though, that finished better than the 11th.
Yeah. And you also see, and I'll add to that, Tommy.
I think he'll coach. He's a good enough coach to coach them to better than 11th in this conference.
Absolutely.
Now, it may be 8th or 9th, but
still,
I think he's going to exceed the quote-unquote media's expectations or these preseason expectations.
But when he also sees, and when you see as a fan, the constant effort, the constant fundamental of again, this goes back to the small details. Every single three-point shot that the other team puts up, which, by the way, the opposing team so far this year for Arkansas that they've played has only made 4 3-pointers during the season. I know that's only in 2 games, but still, compared to what has been in previous years. But one of the things that you see is when they're closing out on the three-point shooter or when they know about a hand is always constantly up. And it's just small things like that you didn't notice last year.
Boil that down to one word, effort.
Yeah.
You talk about detail. Maybe detail is another word you want to throw in there. I go back to what we were talking about, 30 minutes ago, the shot clock.
Yeah.
And how many times they force the opponent to go to the end of the shot clock. You get in the front court, it's low 20s, 22, 23, 21, somewhere on the shot clock. The opponent can't find a shot they like, and then the next thing they know, there's 4-5 seconds on the shot clock, and they're taking a bad shot, an ill-advised, less desirable shot.
Yeah.
Now, that's not every possession, obviously, but it's those 4 or 5 or 6 possessions, and there's 2 shot clock violations, I believe, in the first half last night. That's sometimes the difference in a ball game. And we got to remember with 10 minutes or so to go, this thing was down to like a 5-point game with around 10 minutes. It was 38-33 or somewhere. I didn't take real good notes last night, but just watching the game, it was like 38-33 or somewhere in that neighborhood with like 10 or 11 minutes to go. Then Arkansas went on that 19-3 run and slammed the door on them. So I didn't print out all the play-by-play. Maybe you have it there, but I just know it was a 5-point game, and that was really North Texas couldn't get over that 7-point hump. They cut it to 7. Arkansas going a little bit of a run, pushed it out to 10 or 12. Then they cut it. North Texas cut it to 7, and then got down to what was it?
It was the closest it was 38-33 with 10 minutes to go.
That's what I said. 38-33 with about 10 minutes to go, and then Arkansas. It started with that Isaiah Joe 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was 5 feet beyond the 3-point line or something like that, and that really kind of got the run going.
Yeah, I don't understand teams wanting to leave Isaiah Joe open.
Well, I don't think they meant to.
Well,
it was just a good pass, and he. where he was out on the floor,
yeah,
I guess you're just going to have to guard him at half court.
I mean, as soon as he passes half court, you're going to have to. But luckily for Arkansas, they got another option with Mason Jones at least. Yeah. But, yeah, the effort's there. And listen, here's the other thing, too, real quick. Offense is great, and offense is fun. And when you score 91 points like they did against Rice, you're more than likely going to win. But here's the other thing, too, folks. Shooting, great shooting nights, great offense, those type of nights are going to come and go. You're going to have bad shooting nights. Yep. But you know what? You can always be consistent with defense. You don't have to worry about the ball going in the hole on defense. You just have to play lockdown defense, and it'll stay the same.
Defense wins championships. Isn't that what they always say in basketball?
Sure.
No, I don't think. I think that's football.
Well, hey, no. Hey, listen, Virginia and Texas Tech were in the national championship game last year, and they got there because of their defense. It was not because of their high scoring.
It makes what they call the stakeholders of the games cringe. They've made all these rule changes to get the score up to like 92-91. And then they got these teams coming out here.
Winning the national championship by final score 41-38.
D'ing up on people in low-scoring games.
It's like a Big 12 game.
Oh, it makes them cringe. Yeah. So, defense, hey, if it's those 5 or 6 or 7 possessions a game, you take away a score, it's probably going to be enough to make the difference in a close game at the end. So,
absolutely would.
Hey, if you need help with pain management, stress, maintaining focus, or many other issues, you need CBD American Shaman products. Their CBD oil is derived from all-natural, high-quality industrial hemp that's 100% organic, gluten-free, and non-GMO hemp that has no heavy metals or insecticides. The standard they use is that their oil is the highest quality on the market, and it's 9 times more bioavailable. That means it's going to absorb in your body better. Find their location in Fort Smith, Fayetteville, or Rogers at CBD American Shaman, or get more details online and read about their products at cbdamericanshaman.com.
Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline hey, look, Eddie is in Clarksville calling in. Good morning, Eddie.
Good morning, gentlemen. As they say, I know there's a lot of uncertainty in this program right now, especially who's going to be the next hire to lead our football program. But also over the last 8 years, it hasn't been very good in our football program. But as they say, don't judge a book by its cover. For this fan base, stay aboard the all train. We're still in the top 20 of the most winningest program in the history of college football. And I consider it an honor and blessing to see a lot of these wins. But there's another subject I'm calling in today just to give thanks to this fan base. A year ago, please keep me and my granddaughter and my grandson Luke in your prayers this afternoon, because at 6:30 I received a year ago from day a knock at the door. It is a knock no parent wants to answer. And I went over and over it, and I come to the conclusion I will never fully understand a young man that would end, his life in such a tragic way. As a parent, we want our kids to do well, and he did. Outwardly, he had everything a parent would want a kid to have. A nice home, provided for his family, nice vehicles to drive, and I will never fully understand, terminology today of anxiety and depression today. But suicides are going on across this country. But nonetheless, there are a lot of people that embrace me, and if you would allow me just a minute, Bo Manley, sir, Bart Coleman, from the bottom of my soul, you'll always be embraced in my heart. There are many sports programs in this state that embrace me. The whole nation embraced me and my family. As I heard, as letters lay on my desk, I was looking at them this morning. It's a hard thing. But I want to thank Jeff Ferris, Ferris Insurance in Fayetteville and the Fort Smith area. God bless you, sir. Guitar Smith, Phil and Jim Smith of Harrison, Arkansas, God bless you. I can't think of everybody, but I want to thank General Manager at DC 6082 in Clarksville, Arkansas. His name, I'll tell you what, Mr. Pat Ingram and all the management staff at DC 6082, under your leadership, with DC of the Year all across the country going for 3 years in a row. Thank you, sir, and all the associates, the 800 associates that embraced me. Believe it, just so many, But I know the American I've seen it many times. I know the spirit of this fan base. I know the giving hearts of the great people of this state. And stay aboard the Hog Train, because the Hog Train will be back. I don't know when. So let's pray that we'll, Hunter Yurchek, our brilliant coach, will lead our program back to national prominence like Coach Musselman's doing for our basketball program. And thank you so much for the airtime this morning. I love you all. And there's one thing before I hang up you could do for me this morning. You know, in 2 weeks, Thanksgiving's coming. And I would like for everybody to, when you gather with your families at Thanksgiving, you know, make it mean a little bit more this time, you know, because you never know when you may yourself receive a knock at the door. Thank you so much. I love you all. And stay aboard the Hog Train. Yeah. Thank you.
Love you too, Eddie.
Yeah, we love you too, Eddie. And, you know, that was, man, that was tough.
I mean, as a parent, your greatest joys, your greatest heartaches, your greatest fears, your biggest everythings are with your children. And, you know, we can't imagine, unless you've been there, you can't imagine what Eddie has went through. So, yeah, we all want to wrap our arms around you, Eddie. We'll be thinking about you. And, you know, it's not something you ever get over. You know, Eddie's never going to get over that. We just got to get him through it every day and every year.
And
so,
listen,
Eddie,
you know,
we love you.
Yeah, and here's the thing, Eddie. The passion you have, man, is just like, it's incredible.
It's contagious.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, when we see you call in the mornings and on our call board, Matty T puts up Eddie in Clarksville's on the line, you know, it just we know it's going to be great. Right. And we know it's going to be passionate. And there, you know that, you know, people like to have fun with your calls because you do have a lot of fun phrases and a lot of fun with it. But, you know, you affect a lot of people, too, and people enjoy your passion. And we get messages all the time on our Twitter feed and on our texting line of just, first off, if you haven't called in, people want to know where you're at. You know, why hasn't Eddie in Clarksville called in yet? And second off, they just say, right on, Eddie, right on, because you have a passion that's extremely contagious. And, you know, it means a lot that, of course, you call in our show and we have fun and you have your passion that you shared on it. But it's also great that, you know, for you to come on here and to be able to talk about what happened a year ago today. And I can't even imagine what that's like. And the support you have, you have all the support right here in the Morning Rush.
Eddie brings up a point in, you know, not to get too off track or, you know, but he brings up something that we don't discuss. And, you know, we're not qualified, and this certainly in the forum, but it's depression, it's mental illness, it's all of these things with people around us that we work with that are members of our family that need help. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's because the world we live in and information's at our fingertips, and it seems like it's more frequent today, or if it just is more frequent. But it just seems like suicide's just more prevalent. And I can't imagine living with the thought that thinking you could have made a difference, particularly in a loved one's life, and you didn't take a step, you didn't make an effort, you didn't having to live with that regret. So just don't do it. I think that's what Eddie's trying to say more than anything. If you got a loved one, put your arms around him. You got a friend, put your arms around them and get them through whatever battle they're facing. And because particularly when it comes to your kids, I mean, like I said, we're not wired or programmed that way that to have to deal with that kind of ending to the story.
No, not at all. And it's just, ooh.
Anyway.
Who cut the onions in here, by the way? I don't know.
Eddie, we love you and appreciate you calling, and we'll keep thinking about you all day. How about that, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, oh, man, how do you follow up that?
I don't know. I don't have a transition.
Yeah, we don't. There's no protocol for something like that.
Hey, what's this show? We're, you know,
oh, yeah.
We're just,
we're all human.
We're human. You know, we're all a big hog family down here. You know?
Yeah. Well, we got a few people texting, like Justin Van Buren says, I wasn't expecting to listen this morning and cry so hard. I mean, and JT in Hot Springs, thank you for allowing Eddie to say what he had to say. Robert in Fort Smith, he says, damn it, he's going to make me cry, is what he says. And, you know, that's the thing. We all get moved by emotions, and, you know, it's something that just you can't really follow up that. Nope. I mean, there's not a stronger message than it gets in than that on here on this show. So. And trust me, we weren't expecting to have that reaction
that's
here
the thing.
this morning.
When we see Eddie in Clarksville on the board, we never really know what to expect other than it's going to be filled with passion and emotion. A little bit different today, but we know he is always going to bring passion with his phone calls.
Yeah, because normally we have, our little theme song for him that we play in the background, and he gets fired up. And,
glad we didn't today.
Yeah, and there was times even, I guess it was after the Mississippi State game when we were doing the postgame show for that, and he had called in, and that was as angry as I've ever heard Eddie in Clarksville because of the lack of effort. So, yeah, you always know you're going to get some passion and some emotion. That's for sure.
He texted Ty the other day. I guess it was the Western Kentucky game? I believe it was.
He texted
He said,
him,
I'm sitting in my living room wearing a sack over my head. Like the fans in the stadium wearing the paper bag over their head.
Yeah.
So, and I'm in my own living room.
He probably wasn't the only one that was doing that for that game, too. So.
We get a lot of texts. There's no one that gets the reaction from the rest of you when he calls in like Eddie. Because now with the way you can text the show and you can interact with us immediately, instantaneously, we get a couple of dozen reactions to every Eddie call now.
Yep.
And I still don't understand why people think we shouldn't take his calls. Because he's passionate. He cares. And I think he represents a lot of you out there in the way you feel. You just don't have the courage or the willingness or the desire to express it in the way he does. But I think he speaks for a lot of you, and you relate to a lot of what he says.
Yep. And that's why he has such an impact on people who listen to the show. So it's always good to have Eddie call in for sure. And we're thinking about you, Eddie. And like Eddie said to all of you out there, with Thanksgiving especially coming up, a holiday that's meant for families to get together and families to enjoy each other's company. Always remember to be thankful and blessed for that, because you never know when that's all going to change.
All right, moving on is the only way we can move on, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, do you own apartment complexes, condos, and rental property? Those are great investments. Now you make another great decision by calling Trinity Multifamily. They can help you maximize your return. They offer full-service property management, marketing, leasing, sales, all the services you need to make your cash flow. So if you're tired of the hassles and the frustrations, call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or go online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily is your teammate in the real estate game.
Coming up next in the 7 o'clock hour, of course, we're going to have a What's Your Beef Wednesday. We'll give our beefs of things that are people that we're beefing with. And if you want to get in on that conversation, just call or text the Cherokee Casino hotline at 877-377-6963. We'll get to those beefs. Also, want to remind everybody that Andrew Hutchinson of hogbeat.com will be joining us at 8 o'clock. Talk a lot about the Razorback football team, get into some conversation about Barry Lunney Jr. What's the expectations for him as the interim coach in the final 2 games of the season? We'll get to all of that in the remainder of the show and more on the other side of the break. Stay with us, folks. More of the Morning Rush coming up.
Save up to $2,700 or no interest for 5 years on a brand new Hot Springs hot tub during Burton Pools and Spa's holiday sale. Every hot tub in stock is on sale with over 60 luxury spas to choose from, starting at $26.95. Just $26.95. That includes delivery, cover, and startup chemicals. Don't miss Burton Pools and Spa's holiday sale going on now. Once it's over, it's over. Burton Pools and Spas in Springdale and in Fort Smith, your source for backyard fun.
Hey, man.
Hey.
I like your new Toyota Tundra.
Thanks. I got a great deal on it at the Toyota Tailgate event. Now I can spend my weekends out in the wilderness, tackling all sorts of terrain, kicking up rocks, barreling down deep forest trails.
Oh, totally.
Going on rough, tough, rugged journeys. You know, really just getting out and connecting with nature.
Right.
I'm talking ATVing, mountain biking, taking the boat out, weekends jam-packed with activities.
That's cool.
I mean, except on game days. On game days, I'll still be here tailgating with you.
Oh, good. Because you're the only one with a big enough grill.
Nice. Real nice.
Hurry in to the Toyota Tailgate event for a great deal on trucks made to withstand your weekend. Get $1,500 customer cash, or qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new, virtually indestructible 2019 Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com for details. Offers available in select states and 12/2/19.
Hey there, this is Travis Tollett from Williams Tractor. As the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor is winding up the savings on your favorite color, True Blue. During the True Blue sales event going on now at Williams Tractor, take advantage of 0% financing, cashback options, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on all the True Blue savings now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat of Northwest Arkansas and Rogers. But hurry in, the deal's in when the year does, on December 31st.
Hi folks, Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources. Fall is my favorite time of the year. Football, fine weather, and my chance to flip the lot. We're out to sell every single car in our Rath Road Ready inventory and flip the lot during our fall clearance. That's right, every vehicle must go. To make it happen, we're discounting our entire inventory with savings up to $4,300 below retail. Even our special purchase vehicles are included, like 2018 Hyundai Elantra SELs for only $13,991. If you're keeping the car you have, let us take care of it for you in our Meineke Car Care Center with buy 3, get 1 free on all tires and 50% off brake pads. Don't miss out on the savings. Help us flip the lot. Get the Rath Road Ready vehicle that's perfect for you and save up to $4,300 during the fall clearance at Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Thank you, River Valley, for the 4th consecutive year. You voted Crabtree and Alma the best place to buy an RV. To show our appreciation, we are beginning our Christmas Cash Day sale early. From now through New Year's Eve, you can choose sales tax paid or $1,000 in Christmas cash on the purchase of any RV from Crabtree. And we'll still give you the most for your trade. The best deals of the year are happening now at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
You always get more at Orr.
We always put the customer first at Orr Chevrolet in Fort Smith. Since 1924, the Orr family of dealerships has grown based on one simple principle. Give the customer more money for their trades and give them a lower price on their new vehicle. It's a simple concept, really, but one that very few dealers honor anymore. Hey, we know you paid a lot of money for your vehicle, and Orr Chevrolet wants to pay you the maximum amount for it today. Then we'll give you an awesome price on a new Chevrolet. But we're not done giving you more. Included with any new vehicle sold, Orr Chevy will also give you a lifetime powertrain warranty, 2 years of free maintenance, and free car washes for life. So come get a lower price and more money for your trade today at Orr Chevrolet on Auto Park Drive in Fort Smith and 24/7 at OrChevyFS.com. Chevy, find new roads.
You always get more at Orr.
Morning, cowboy. Need a little extra something to wake up? Well, for just $3, you can order yourself a hearty Southwest omelet, biscuit, or burrito and lasso the day the cowboy way. With cheesy eggs, bacon, and just enough jalapenos to make you sit up in the saddle. All stacked onto a fresh, made-from-scratch biscuit or warm, soft tortilla. And each for just $3. The Southwest Omelet, Biscuit, and Burrito. Now part of Hardee's 2 3 More menu. Offer valid for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's. Tax not included. Price and participation may vary.
Turn November into Yes-Vember at Road Chevrolet in Van Buren. Hi everyone, David Neal here inviting you to come see our best inventory yet. It's Black Friday all month long with savings up to $13,000 on a new 2019 Silverado Z71. That's over 25% off. We have new Chevrolet Blazers with up to $6,000 off. When it comes time to find your new vehicle, visit us at Road Chevrolet in Van Buren, exit 2A off of I-540. We have prices you'll love and people you can trust. Road Chevrolet, find new roads.
See dealer for details. ESPN Arkansas weather.
Plenty of sunshine with us today. Our high temperatures this afternoon will climb into the mid-40s. A mainly clear sky tonight, 25. I think Thursday we're looking at sunshine. Our high will be right around 45 degrees. And then as we head into Friday, our high temperatures will be in the upper 40s to low 50s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Weather is brought to you by OG&E Weatherization Program for Arkansas customers with homes at least 10 years old. Call 1-800-272-9741 for details or log on at OGE.com.
Radio station.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light, brewed with the best barley, rice, water, and hops to be America's favorite light beer. Bud Light, please drink responsibly. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is the Morning Rush.
Jones, 5 seconds, 4 seconds to shoot. Mason kicks it away. Joe, three-pointer good! With 3.8 seconds to play, Joe cans the three. North Texas inbounds it, midcourt. Shot on the way, no good. And it is a 66-43 final score.
With John Neighbors
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
and Tommy Kraft.
Tommy, he's a good kid too, but he's crazy. He's a cowboy. He's got too much to prove.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
1 hour down, 2 hours to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Matty T, all in studio with you today. And thank you, as always, for making us a part of your morning this morning, where we are brought to you by Crabtree RV.
Yeah, they want to say thank you for voting them for the 4th consecutive year the best of the best place to buy your next RV at Crabtree RV in Alma. They're celebrating by beginning their Christmas Cash Day sale early. It's now until New Year's Eve. You can choose sales tax paid or $1,000 in Christmas cash on the purchase of any RV from Crabtree RV in Alma, and they'll still give you the most for your trade. The best deals of the year are happening now at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
877-377-6963 is the number to call or text into the Cherokee Casino hotline. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Mark is in Van Buren. What's going on, Mark?
Hey, guys. I appreciate you taking my call.
Of course.
Quick question I want to ask you guys. I walked in on the conversation late after Eddie from Clarksville said, what exactly was it that he said?
Well, yeah.
What did Eddie call about last hour?
Yes.
Okay, it was
a
year ago today that his son passed away, and
okay.
Yeah, and he was calling in to tell everybody to hug and love their kids today, tell them they love them,
and to thank everybody for the support they gave him.
And to thank everybody for wrapping their arms around him the way they did in the most challenging of times that he faced a year ago today.
Oh, well. Eddie, I apologize, and I'm sorry for your loss. I know how that feels. So that wasn't the reason I called in. But my question I wanted to ask you guys, what's the odds of Barry Lunney playing his way into a full-time coaching job at Arkansas?
Well, I tell you what,
as the head coach.
Yeah, as the head coach. We've actually discussed this, and we did a little bit yesterday too. The only way I could see this happening is two things have to happen. First off, one, they don't have to beat LSU, but they have to be competitive against LSU and beat Missouri, I think, to really have that option there, as well as the other coaches that are on Hunter Yurchek's short list that he's talking to all say no. And that's not a slight against Barry Lunney, but it's just if you're Arkansas and you know that Hunter Yurchek has to get this hire right and how important it is, it would take a lot of factors that are outside of Barry Lunney's control in order for him to get the full-time head coaching gig.
I think if this had happened, this move had occurred earlier in the year, after, say, the San Jose State game or after the Kentucky game, or if Hunter Yurchek had made the decision to transition leadership with 5 or 6 games to go and Barry had more of a runway. That's what happened with Dabo Swinney. He had 6 games to show what he could do, kept recruiting rolling, all of the elements, and got to really be a head coach. Barry's got a bye week and 2 games. I don't think he really gets a fair shot to show what he could do running the program and preparing a team week in, week out, keeping the recruiting machine rolling. There's a lot of similarities to a position coach that's not a coordinator getting this opportunity as the interim. That's how Dabo Swinney got started at Clemson. But he had 6 games, and Barry's got 2 here.
Right. Well, here's my other point I was going to say with this. If he does happen to get the job of the head coach, what I would suggest that he would do, and if he does it, great. If he doesn't, whatever. But maybe be looking at a positions coach, maybe somebody who is would always walk around with that wood. Maybe as your backs and receivers coach. And I'll hang up. Appreciate you guys taking my call.
Well, we appreciate it, man. And who knows?
Fadden being the running back.
Right,
coach.
correct. And then here's the thing, though, is like, Barry Lunney, whoever the next head coach ends up being, maybe they come in and say, hey, Barry, if you want a position, we got one for you. We don't know how that's going to play.
I would really like to see a situation develop that if, again, I'm with you. The job would have to fall to Barry.
Yes.
But listen, you have been doing worse than Barry. So you can do worse because you have been for the last nearly 2 years. So I think the next natural progression for Barry is to become the offensive coordinator. Maybe, perhaps, whoever you hire, now they probably, in all likelihood, are going to bring their own staff in. And he may have to leave Arkansas to get this opportunity. But him becoming an offensive coordinator is the next natural progression at a Power 5 school, the next natural progression in his career.
Yeah.
And I would like to see him coach quarterbacks. And I made this, it wasn't really a quip. I believe what I said, and I'll say it again. I just wonder if he had been coaching quarterbacks and running the offense, to begin the year, would Chad Morris be fired today? Because I think you can make a lot of merit that Joe Craddock and the lack of offense and the lack of development with quarterback and the musical chairs at quarterback and the way the mismanagement of the quarterback position. If Barry had been handling that, would things be different? Would Chad still be your head coach right now?
It wouldn't be worse. I can tell you that. And I believe that. I mean, the guy's got a lot of experience, and especially playing quarterback, and has kind of been.
I've always thought
him
coaching a position other than quarterbacks was kind of not a waste of time, but they were missing out on his full potential.
Yeah.
And Brett Bielema talked about this. He talked about it publicly. I had a conversation with him privately about it one time. He'd have Barry slip over and, hey, what do you think about this? They had utilized him from time to time on thoughts at the quarterback spot. They knew what they had in him, and I think he was being groomed under Bielema to be maybe the next in line if Brett had survived at Arkansas to maybe be the coordinator past Enos someday.
Yeah.
Just didn't pan out.
Let's go back to the Cherokee Casino hotline. JR's in Marshall. What's going on, JR?
Hey, guys. How y'all doing this morning?
Good, man. How about you?
I am doing fine. It really puts Lunney behind the 8 ball in one way because, there's going to be a lot expected of him here in these last 2 games. And maybe if the situation had been whenever Bielema got ousted, that Lunney was put in that position, he might have a better situation. But I think a lot of people think, and it's my opinion, there's really too much at stake not to bring in somebody that's, got some head coaching experience to get this program, back where it needs to be. Right. And maybe Lunney, like you said, maybe he has to leave the program to get that coordinator job, and then work his way back in. I don't know, but I think what's the purse strings look like here? Did Morris take out a $5 million buyout? Is that what happened? The lump sum $5 million? Is that what happened?
No. According to Hunter Yurachek in the press conference that he had on Tuesday, he said, or was it Tuesday or Monday? I can't even remember. I think it was Monday. Monday. He said that they are going to honor the contract and the buyout for Chad Morris that is written in the contract.
The terms of the contract call for monthly payments.
And it's 70%, is that right?
It's a little over 10, it's like $10.1 million, which would be 70% of his remaining contract. And you say, well, I thought it was 9.8. Well, it would be 9.8 at the beginning in January 1. You still owe him between the day he was fired and January 1. So, in 70%. So the sooner you fired him, you only owed him 70% of the rest of his salary for 2019. So all of that totals about $10.1 million, and it's due in monthly lump sum or monthly payments, not a lump sum. Now, if he gets employment elsewhere, be it a coordinator, I don't think any of us are hopeful he's going to be a head coach anywhere. And if he is, it's not going to be at $3 million, $3.5 million. I think Arkansas is going to pay the vast majority of this buyout because, do you really see him getting a head coaching job anywhere else? Not even.
Well, it's possible. He could go to a lesser conference. Not a Power 5 school. He might end up back in Texas at some.
Yeah, if those jobs don't pay. Thanks for the call. Those jobs don't pay enough to offset a lot of that buyout. You're going to pay a big chunk of this buyout, if not all of it.
Yeah, and listen, that's okay. It's not a bad thing to honor the contract. I know Razorback fans would like to. Yeah. I'm sure Hunter Yurachek would like to have a lesser sum. But
and there's people say, well, but you're not paying Bielema. Well, Bielema didn't honor his side of the contract. It's the position of the university. He wasn't trying to get work, and when he got work, he wasn't producing the validation or the paperwork and documentation of what he was being paid, that he's being paid appropriately for his market value for his job.
Correct. And just
so both parties, the university and the former coach, have their duty within the contract.
That's right. And just to clarify, too, folks, I'm a Hunter Yurchek said as well, and we'll end on this. He came out and he said that after talking with his chief financial advisor and the people involved with the University of Arkansas when it comes to the money, that doing the buyout, making this move, and also being able to bring in a high-quality coach that's worth the money is not a problem. So maybe he's just saying that to be political. I don't know, but that's what he said. So
you couldn't have. I mean, you look at all those empty seats. We did the math yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I know.
25,000 empty seats over 7 games next year is worth about $11.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
At an average, some seats cost more than others, some are less than others. But at an average of $65 a seat, and I just pulled that out of kind of an educated guess. If you just average $65 a seat, it's over $11 million on 25,000 seats. So a full stadium represents around $35 million worth of revenue. How much can you afford to lose by keeping a coach around that's not selling tickets?
You lose more money by keeping Chad Morris than firing him.
It's too expensive to keep him employed. So that's the bottom line. That's why he's not your head coach anymore. Period.
End of story.
Yeah. Hey, this time of year is hectic, and with a lot of things to do, a lot of places to go, Southern Tire Mart can help get you there and save you money on America's most trusted tire brands like Michelin and B.F. Goodrich. Take advantage of Southern Tire Mart's $29.95 oil change, which includes a thorough 27-point vehicle inspection. Stop in to see Southern Tire Mart, I-540 at exit 14 for quality Michelin and B.F. Goodrich tires and the best in-class service. Michelin, B.F. Goodrich, and Southern Tire Mart.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh, homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas with fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off I-540 in Fort Smith.
And Tommy Kraft.
And I'm a little bit rock and roll.
On the air and online at hitthatline.com.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Hey, folks, it's November, so turn November into Yes-vember at Road Chevrolet and Van Buren. Road Chevy is inviting you to come see their best inventory yet, and it's Black Friday all month long with savings up to $13,000 off on a new 2019 Silverado Z71. That's over 25% off. And they also have new Chevrolet Blazers with up to $6,000 off. So when it comes time to find your new vehicle, visit them at Road Chevrolet and Van Buren, exit 2A off I-540. They have prices you'll love and people you can trust. Road Chevrolet and Van Buren, find new roads. 877-377-6963 is the number to call or text in here on the Morning Rush. And since it is a Wednesday, folks, and we love Wednesdays. Normally people don't like Wednesdays. We love Wednesdays because we get to use this show today as a vent session. It's almost like Festivus every single Wednesday where you get to air your grievances out of who or what you are beefing with today. And that's what this is all about. So if you want to get on the conversation, you can call or text, and we'll be sure to read your beefs. But right now, let's get into our beefs on a What's Your Beef Wednesday on the Morning Rush.
What is wrong with you? I want to complain. I'm complaining.
I want to complain about complaining.
I want to complain.
It really pisses me off today to simply listen to people whine and complain.
I'm angry. I'm spitting angry. I'm like a tornado of anger, swirling about. My heart rate is dangerously high right now.
I'm complaining because not enough people tickle, hug, or smile.
I'm so mad I could eat ball bearings and crap BBs.
It's time for What's Your Beef Wednesday.
All right, it is time for What's Your Beef Wednesday, brought to you by JP&O Prosthetic and Orthotic Labs.
Yeah, sometimes life can be hard on you physically, but you don't have to let an injury or loss of limb slow you down. JP&O Prosthetic and Orthotic Labs are there for you. Whether your injury requires a brace for your back or knee, or you need a prosthesis to replace a limb lost through accident, disease, or that's just been missing from birth, JP&O can fit you with a device that you need. Even if you have foot problems, they have a lab to design different services and devices you need for foot problems as well. JP&O with locations in Harrison, Mountain Home, Batesville, Branson, West Plains, Rogers, and in Fayetteville, there to serve you. JP&O Prosthetic and Orthotic Labs. Solutions, support, and value with world-class technology and service.
It's kind of sad. I don't really have a big beef today. It's more like 3 little beefs, we'll call them. But still beefs nonetheless. And I'll go ahead and kick it off. Tommy, you'll probably disagree with me on this, Mr. Officiating Official Referee Man.
Right, bring it.
I think that it is a dumb rule in college basketball to have a technical called when you pull up on the rim.
Okay.
I think it's a dumb rule.
So
I don't have a problem with the referees calling it last night because according to the rule on Adriel Bailey,
right,
it was a technical foul. I just don't like the rule.
Now, what Adriel Bailey did is he dunked. It's not against the rule to hang.
It's against the rule to pull up.
It's when he did the chin up.
Yes.
He swung, he dunked, then his momentum swung him, and then he lifted himself up with a pull-up.
Correct.
Or a chin-up, and that's what got him the technical foul.
Correct. And I just don't think that should be a technical.
Tell me your philosophy or your logic on this.
Because I don't think it impacts the game, or I don't think it's taunting. I don't think it's anything that's bad for the game. Now, if he breaks the goal or something, okay, then tee him up.
Well, then the game's delayed for 35 or 45 minutes because someone was hanging on the rim.
Yeah, which, okay, again, I understand if that ends up happening.
So what if that becomes a rash in college basketball? Where
you're having
backboards are broken, or not even the backboard, just the rim, the rim device itself.
Then that's when you start having a new conversation of saying, all right.
Well, don't you think that might be why the rule is in there now?
But it's never been a problem before the rule was installed. There weren't having broken equipment.
Well, it goes back to the days, and this is a rule, and I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And I think that these breakaway rims have – first of all, let's back up. There wasn't dunking in pregame till just a few years ago, right?
That's right.
You could not dunk in pregame warmups, and they changed that 3 years ago, I believe it is, where now you can go in and while the teams are out there on the floor prior to the game, they can dunk. That's only been around for a few years now. Before that, when you had a rule that prevented pregame and even halftime dunking of the basketball. This goes back to the days before you had today's technology and the breakaway rims and the goals that are, with more modern technology, and people were worried about, if we tear this basket up, we're not going to have a game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't have breakaway rims. And that was the concern is, hey, if we're going to tear the goal up, let's wait till the game at least to do it.
Yeah.
And maybe you have a point. Maybe the rule needs to be modernized a little bit more.
Yeah. Because the pregame thing, I don't even mind. Because you don't have no reason to dunk in a pregame.
But what is what is the reasoning to hang on the rim, though? So I go back to, you say there was no reason to hang. To me, dunking in pregame gets people in the stands. There's a reason to come watch.
Okay.
Maybe be in your seat a little earlier. It's fun for the players. And I don't think there's really much risk in allowing dunking in the pregame. Can't hang on the rim in the pregame. You still can't do the things that are illegal in the game are still against the rules in pregame. But tell me, you want it allowed. What benefit would it bring to the game to let people hang on the rim?
I don't think it brings a benefit. I just don't like the stoppage in play, the technical foul when it's just like sometimes because when you dunk on that, like last night with Adriel Bailey, like I didn't see it as taunting. I just thought it's
just celebrating.
Celebrating a big play and a big dunk. So but
you realize every dunk would turn into that, right?
And see,
without the rule, every dunk would turn into a touchdown, an end zone celebration.
Yeah, and that would be something that, as a coach of that team, you better say stop because then it's going to affect you getting back on defense and having an impact. But it's like, I don't know. I just feel like that's something that, as far as maybe it doesn't warrant a technical. Maybe just call a foul or something like that.
Again, the rules have different types of technical. There's a Class A technical and a Class B technical.
Which last night was a Class B.
When you get called for hanging on the rim, it's a Class B technical. It's just one free throw. The ball goes back to the point of interruption.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most minor of penalties available in that regard. So
yeah, okay. And if that is something that they can look at, maybe just call a foul. Like I wouldn't even have
a foul would be more harmful. So no, you don't want that.
More harmful? How's it more harmful than a technical?
Well, it'd be 2 shots. Number 1, if you were in the bonus. Number 2, it would count towards your 5. You want it the way it is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, I just thought it was kind of just an overblown thing.
You just don't want anything called, is what you ultimately are going for here.
Yeah. Make college basketball great again. These are the issues, Tommy, that's keeping college basketball from going forward and progressing.
Here's the problem.
Technicals on the rim.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But again, every dunk would turn into that.
I know. They would abuse it.
And I thought Manny Watkins brought up a great point. Let him hang on the rim. That's one less guy getting back to defend.
That's what I was saying, yeah. Let the coaches get mad at him for saying, hey, stop doing that and get back on defense. So that's my small of one of few beefs today.
We'll go back to the one I started the show with today.
Still mad about it.
I just don't understand where these folks are coming from that, there's a petition going around on change.org, which has never changed a damn thing, right? Has anything changed from change.org?
We did put up the petition to get the LSU game at night last year, and I think it was us that was really the reasoning behind it.
You can get 10,000 signatures. You can get 10 million signatures. Bobby Petrino is not going to be your football coach.
Nor is Houston Nutt.
And I can't understand the desire to make Bobby Petrino your football coach. And let's forget all the motorcycle stuff. Let's forget all the off-the-field stuff. Let's just talk about on-the-field stuff. So forget the fact of why he could have gotten the university in a lot of legal trouble. Let's forget all of the antics that went along with his dismissal here, lying to his boss, all of those things that would get any of us fired in any situation. Forget that stuff. Just go back to the way it ended at Louisville in his second go-around there. What makes you think that he could come to Arkansas on a second go-around and return us to glory as a football program? I just don't understand the logic, and I understand the desire to rebuild Camelot, but if you've got it in your mind and you're convinced that Bobby Petrino and his presence within this program is going to somehow magically create 10-win seasons, I'm just not on board with that.
No.
Forget all the off-the-field stuff. And number two, I don't think he can assemble a staff, which is what, requirement number 3 for a head coach. Hey, can you coach? Can you recruit? Can you get a staff together? Those are like 3 things that Hunter Yurchek's trying to check those boxes early. I think the guy could certainly coach. There's no question his mind is brilliant. Recruiting, I don't know. I don't think the guy can assemble a staff anymore because I don't think anyone wants to work for him, with him, or around him.
Yeah.
And that's the issue with it. Just sounds good on the surface. Yeah, let's hire Bobby Petrino. You're not thinking this through.
You're not going to get Bobby Petrino of 2010, 2011.
Quit calling us. Quit texting us. Quit wasting oxygen on the idea of Bobby Petrino being the head coach here again.
No former coach of Arkansas needs to come back and be the coach of Arkansas.
I'm not sure Bobby Petrino will be a head coach anywhere again, at least at a Power 5 level.
No.
Again, he was down to sons and sons-in-law on the staff, not because that's who he wanted. That's who he could get at Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
And it was ultimately his undoing there.
Yep.
Because the Garrett McGee's and the
Tim Hortons,
the Klanakas, and all the people that were around him, that kind of his little band of merry men that followed him around, they've all found other places to go. Mm-hmm. They don't want the stress. They don't want the yelling and the meetings and all of the way he tried to run his business.
Mm-hmm.
They're not coming back to him.
Folks,
so I just don't understand the thought process of here is the key that unlocks the door to 10-win seasons.
Yeah.
I'm just out on this deal.
Yeah. Just be happy that you had those years with Bobby Petrino and they're really fun and move on.
Right. And it's not because – it's just because I don't think he can check all the boxes.
No, he
can't.
can't.
And you're not looking at all the evidence when you keep coming at us on text, keep coming at us with emails, keep coming at us with phone calls, keep making change.org petitions. There's apparently one out there with 10,000 signatures right now. Who are these 10,000 people? I don't get it. That's my beef today, is the lack of understanding about what would happen here. It would be about a 3-year flame out.
Yeah.
Well, and you're back to square one.
Hey, listen, it's people that want familiarity. It's kind of like, I'm not going to sit here and trash on any products, but it's kind of like my dad, and I used to make fun of him for this. Forever, he was dedicated to RCA. The brand of RCA. RCA TVs, RCA everything, because there was a time where RCA was top of the line. But
there was a time they were made in America.
That too. And
many years ago.
And then it took a while, but then it's finally like, all right, Dad, Samsung's better at TVs right now. They have great TVs. And, you just get brand loyal. You go with what's familiar. That's what you want to stay with. Even though there may be better options, you just like to stick with what you're familiar with. So I get it. I understand it, but not happening. Not happening. I don't care how many signatures you get on change.org. All right, Matty T, do you have a sports one? Or you can switch it up a little bit? We're talking too much.
I'm going to switch it up a little bit.
Thank you.
But I guess, guys, you forgot about Bobby Petrino. He got choked up at the Little Rock Touchdown Club, so all's forgiven.
Oh, yeah. Well, in that case, hire him up.
I forgive him.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm glad he came back and said he's
sorry.
You
don't want him anymore.
I just don't want him as my head football coach.
Yeah, thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for your years of dedicated greatness to Razorback football.
Now hit
Time
the bricks.
to move on. Yes.
Well, my beef is we discussed this a little bit earlier. I love Christmas time.
Oh, yeah.
And in fact, we're even giving away a Branson Christmas trip. And
Yeah.
what a
Very
great time. I love going to Branson at Christmas
good time.
Go to hitthatline.com to register.
There you go, and you can enter once a day. And we will be giving that away where you can go this December.
That's
and
right.
December is when you should go, not 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, and that's my beef. I drove past a house 3 nights ago. They have their Christmas tree up. The stores had Christmas decorations and everything for sale before Halloween. There was, and so that's the thing. I think you're ruining the holiday when you start it that early.
It's because everything's artificial now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, y'all don't know this.
Back in the glory days.
I'm a lot younger than you, Tommy.
I'm even younger than Matty T.
Everybody in this building's younger than me, I think. Hey, there used to be a time where you went and bought a tree at the tree farm.
That's what, I had
Or you
that
went over
tradition.
here, the Optimus Club was selling it at the Boys and Girls Club football field, and you bought a Christmas tree that you had to put water in the pan to
Did
keep
you put
it
an
alive.
aspirin
so
in there too?
You didn't you didn't go get your Christmas tree in October because A, they weren't selling them, and B, it would die.
It'd be dead. It'd be a fire hazard, you know?
Right. And now everything's artificial. And it takes a lot of dadgum work to haul it down out of the attic, put it up, all this stuff. So you feel like you want to get it done early because you want to enjoy it because it's so much work rather than just going and getting you no one buys live trees anymore.
Well, so what you're saying is that we just need to get back to our Christmas decorations die.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, listen.
I'm just saying, no one put it up early.
That's true. That's a good point.
When you had a real Christmas tree. I remember, now it's only once or twice as a kid, then we had fake trees like everybody else. But I remember going and actually cutting down a tree. We went somewhere and cut down the Christmas tree.
Clark W. Griswold did in Christmas Vacation.
No.
they forgot the saw.
We went to the woods and cut down the tree.
Pulled it out by the roots and.
Oh yeah. Did you forget the saw?
I was like 4,
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know. I wasn't in charge. That's why we all have all these early decorations.
Still stupid.
But it's even the music too. You know, I saw them. Post online.
Oh,
Hey,
just
satellite radio. It was like 3 weeks ago they started playing Christmas music already. So I think it just takes.
It's getting to the point where they're trying to one up each other every year.
Yeah.
So because like Black Friday, for instance, because we've talked about it.
doesn't
Black
exist.
Friday
It
used to
doesn't
be like because I even worked at Best Buy during Black Friday and it was madness, I tell you. But when I worked there, we didn't open up until 4 o'clock on Black Friday, 4 o'clock Friday morning.
We didn't open till 4 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. And that was a big deal to me. But now it's like, we're open all day Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So it's like, what was so? No, there's no such thing as Black
Then they-
Friday
right, it's
anymore.
like- yeah,
Ought to be
and so-
illegal.
that's why it's like
Everybody
there's-
should be home with their family.
I
on
agree.
Thanksgiving.
A year-long Black Friday, a year-long Christmas. It's always Christmas.
That's
so
right.
That's my beef. It's like, come on. It's like, at least wait till after Thanksgiving like we used to do.
Yes.
before we start.
Back in the
Too
good old
much
days.
artificial.
But go on hitthatline.com and you can register to win a great Branson trip with tickets to the shows and drive-through lights shows. And
May you see
great
Matty
time.
T up there.
You'll
with you.
see me there.
Yeah, hanging out. All right. So that's a good one, too. That's a good beef. So let's see. We have a few people texting in. Dennis and P. Ridge says there's a good-sized Christmas tree farm out on. I mean, they still have them. Yeah.
But you're in the minority if you're doing it.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's a pain in the butt. And then what do? You got to haul it off somewhere. I get it. But that's why everybody's got No one buys a Christmas tree in September to put up.
Yeah.
That's a real one.
Because, Tommy, you talked about going and buying like that. I was a yearly tradition of me and my family. We went to the Gator Golf in Fayetteville in that little parking lot, the Wisconsin Tree Farm.
Yeah.
And we'd go up there and we'd buy a tree. We'd pick it out. There was a tradition.
And you
to
didn't
it.
do it
No.
in October, did you?
We did. In fact, I don't even remember. I think we always did it no earlier than 3 weeks before Christmas.
Yeah.
No earlier than that. So.
Yeah, it has a shelf life.
Yeah, but now everything's artificial and made in China.
So, Tommy, do y'all still do a live tree?
Oh, Lord, no.
Of course not. No.
Lord, no.
Do you have a live
You
wreath?
can't beat them, join them.
A live what?
Wreath? Like anything's alive?
No, nothing.
Do you hang him up?
No, nothing.
So what do you do, like on Christmas? Do you just watch everybody do all the work on decorating?
On Christmas? No, this will get done in the next 2 weeks.
Well, I'm talking about for your Christmas decorations. Do you do anything?
Oh, no, there's part of it. This tree is, I mean, you've been to my house. In the living room, we got these high ceilings. So we got this.
Yeah, you have these
massive,
archways and Corinthian columns. Yeah.
Massive tree. We've got like this 14-foot tree. So
And
there's
still
I
like
have to
7,
help with the tree. Yeah.
feet.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have to bring in like scaffolding to put this tree up. It's ridiculous.
But you do that.
I
put it
I
up.
have to help with this. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Whether I like it or not. Yes.
Okay, because I can tell that you're probably not big on helping with that. But you do it because you love your wife and your family. And you need to have Christmas time.
Yeah, that's it.
You need to have Christmas, making sure it's special for everybody.
Some things are just easier to do what you're told.
Yeah. Now that is true. That is true. We got a text from the 479 says, "Oh no, after Christmas, take it to a field and light it on fire and watch all the ornaments that you forgot to take off burn." Is that something that you did from Dennis and Pea Ridge? Is that something that happened? I don't know. But
see, we're at that age our kids make Christmas ornaments every year at school, so now we got all these we got to keep, and they're wonderful.
Hold on a second. Are they allowed to even do Christmas things at school anymore, Tommy?
Well, I guess so, because
They have to call it the winter holiday.
It's a holiday party. It's a holiday ornament.
Yeah,
so.
a winter holiday ornament. Yeah, because all those other holidays put stuff on trees. Yeah, jeez. Well, that's the good one. I tell you what, let's squeeze in a quick phone call real quick. Rod is on I-40. What's going on, Rod?
Good morning, guys. I was going to call earlier, but I got kind of choked up already. I couldn't quite make the call, but that was sad. I really feel for Eddie. I know how it feels.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of in an alternative reality here. You know, Petrino's not coming back. Please don't. Malzahn's not going to be here. He's not going to. Houston Dale, not so much. You know, Barry, we'll give him a chance, see what he can do. But what kind of world is it where Kentucky beats us at football and we may beat them at basketball? Am I an alternative? Is their football team now better than their basketball team? That ain't right.
Well,
for one night they were.
Yeah, for one night they certainly were.
They could lay an egg against us.
Well, you're hoping for that. You're hoping for that for sure.
It's a long time between now and that game. So
we seem to be on a better trajectory than they are right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the Evansville Purple, name what?
Purple Aces.
What were they? Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know. I know where Evansville. I didn't know they had a basketball team. To be honest.
Yeah. Well,
Purple headquarters.
Well, honestly, I didn't even know where Evansville was. Indiana, though, is what we find out. So, but hey,
Missouri Valley team, I believe.
Yeah, but hey, Rod, appreciate the phone call, man. We're up against it, man. But yeah, it was great to see. That's my non-beef for today is Kentucky losing in basketball.
Hey, as the calendar winds down, Williams Tractor's winding up the savings during the True Blue Savings event going on right now at Williams Tractor. Take advantage of 0% financing, cashback savings, and other year-end specials on select New Holland tractors, hay and forage products, and material handling equipment. Get in on the True Blue Savings right now at Williams Tractor in Fayetteville, Berryville, or Bobcat in Northwest Arkansas and Rogers.
What are you doing right now?
Huh?
What are you doing right now? What time is it?
Well, we're going to tell you about Gaston's here in a second.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure because I was like, hold on now, Tommy.
I just got to go through
people were waiting.
Listen, I understand.
Okay.
Got an order of progression.
All
here.
right, I apologize, but you're starting to concern everybody.
Just looking at the
when it was like,
here.
well, wait a minute, what happened to Gaston's? Does it not exist anymore?
The log said Williams Tractor.
Yeah, okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure that we're still on the same page here. We got a process that we have to go through here, Tommy.
Order.
And if you don't mention Gaston's, then everyone's going to freak out. So
no problem.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to make sure.
You want me to do it right now?
Well, I mean, it's as good a time as any, I think.
We've been talking about Thanksgiving.
Yes,
We've been talking about the holidays. There's no better place, no better time than to get to Gaston's White River Resort for Thanksgiving. They will have an all-day Thanksgiving buffet to take the family and enjoy. If you don't want to do the cooking, the cleaning, maybe you work at retail or you work in an industry where you got to work on Friday. You know, we like to think everybody has the day off. John and I don't have the day off. We got to be here and be on the radio. It's game day the next day. We're going to be right here. A lot of you have to work on the day after Thanksgiving. Why cook? Why clean? Why worry with that? Maybe you got 20 people coming over, family and friends that are coming in for the holiday this year. Just go to Gaston's. Let them do all the cooking. You won't have to worry about any of the cleaning. You can just relax and enjoy it. And trust me, by the time you put a pencil to it and by the time you go buy groceries and mess with it, it's easier and cheaper to just go to Gaston's. 870-431-5202. All the traditional favorites on their all-day buffet. Call and get the time and the table size you need right now for Thanksgiving. 870-431-5202 for Gaston's White River Resort. Even do some fishing while you're there. 870-431-5202 for Gaston's White River Resort. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
The voice of Razorback fans across Arkansas. The Morning Rush continues next.
Are you in the market for a new pool or spa? Seaside Pools and Spas has been constructing quality pools in the four-state area since 1967. It's your one-stop shop for chemicals, equipment, spas, and in-ground pools. With a service department like no other, Seaside Pools and Spas can help you with any repair, maintenance, or renovation needs necessary. Visit Seaside Pools and Spas today in Springdale and Bentonville or online at seasidepools.com.
Thank you, River Valley, for the 4th consecutive year. You voted Crabtree and Alma the best place to buy an RV. To show our appreciation, we are beginning our Christmas Cash Day sale early. From now through New Year's Eve, you can choose sales tax paid or $1,000 in Christmas cash on the purchase of any RV from Crabtree. And we'll still give you the most for your trade. The best deals of the year are happening now at Crabtree RV in Alma, where your family's dreams come true.
When weather hits, the right wiper blades make all the difference. That's when the Michelin Man is on your side, helping you see better and drive safer with new Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. Designed with exclusive SmartFlex technology or frameless beam design, Michelin blades flex to the curve of your windshield, giving you unparalleled, streak-free, long-lasting, all-season performance. So when the going gets tough, be ready with Michelin Premium Wiper Blades. It's a difference you can see. Available at Walmart, Pep Boys, Amazon, and other fine retailers.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your insurance agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when the bad stuff happens. In this moment, get an agent who will protect you in that moment. Call Kohler and Green Insurance in Fort Smith, 484-9888, or in Van Buren, 474-9888, and online at kohlergreen.com.
Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative is excited to introduce Wave Rural Connect, bringing state-of-the-art fiber internet, TV, and phone services right into the homes of all their members. Get amazing fast fiber internet 100 megabits for only $49.95 per month, or 1 gigabit for $79.95 per month. Go to waveruralconnect.com to find out where they're installing in your area, or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
Joe's Grill and Cantina is the only place to watch the Hogs. Watch every game at Joe's. Enjoy half-price apps and taps during the game. And with TVs all around the restaurant, you'll have a front row seat. Half-price appetizers like brisket nachos, Mexican pizza, 10-layer dip, or Joe's humongous sampler platter. All half price. And all beers on tap are half price. Watch every Hog game at Joe's. Half-price apps and taps during every Hog game at Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street across from Harps.
You're telling me there is a place?
3 places, 2 in Fort Smith, 1 in Van Buren.
That can do everything to my pickup?
And my car. Jody'sAuto.com can do everything, from oil changes and maintenance to repairs. All repairs. They'll even tow it in and then fix it if your truck breaks down on the road. One stop everything.
What about tires?
All the best brands. These people really know tires and have free flat repair and free road hazard. Best prices on tires anywhere. Price match guarantee.
Okay, so what's the catch? I bet they don't do financing, right?
Nope, wrong again. Jody'sAuto.com has the best credit card in the car care industry, and you can apply online.
Jody'sAuto.com voted best of the best for customer service, and a big part of that is convenience. One stop for everything. 3 oil change specials, tires, service, repair, maintenance, towing, and fleets. 3 locations since 1984. Convenience and trust. Jody'sAuto.com.
The largest sporting event in the state of Arkansas will happen Saturday, November 9th, and it's not college football. And Jelco Outdoors is getting you ready for opening day of Modern Gun Deer Season, a tradition like none other. World famous ground blinds, $20 off. Summit Viper SD Climber stand, $50 off. Sitlock Vapor waterproof jacket and pants, $20 off. All Mossberg deer rifles, $20 off. Good luck and safe hunting. And remember, a great hunt begins at Jelco Outdoors in Fort Smith.
Christmas times are coming.
That special gift this year should be a room makeover from the Paint Store in Van Buren. They have packages for a kitchen, bathroom, or living room. Or why not all of them? Gift certificates can also be customized. Give your wife, family member, or great friend a super surprise gift of a room makeover this year. We can also help with recommendations for a reliable contractor. The Paint Store in Van Buren is always the place to go. Go see them today at 1414 Fayetteville Road for your room makeover gift certificate.
Have you been looking for your next place to call home and just haven't found the right one? Then it's time to check out the properties at Trinity Multifamily. With a variety of apartments, duplexes, townhomes, and houses, there is surely one to fit your needs. Whether it's in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, or Central Arkansas that you are looking at, they have you covered. Give them a call today. Trinity Multifamily, 479-452-1817. That's 479-452-1817. Or online at trinitymultifamily.com to search rental properties near you.
ESPN 95.3. We're taking it one show at a time. This is The Morning Rush.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush, where we are brought to you by Arvest Bank.
Hey, have you checked your mortgage rate lately? A lot of times people forget about their rate after they've closed their loan. Your friends at Arvest Bank would love to sit down or talk with you about your current mortgage loan. With Arvest's competitive rates, you might be able to lower your monthly payment, shorten the term of your loan, or do a little bit of both. Arvest services 99% of the loans that they originate, so most of the time you can deal with a local branch right near you, and it makes it convenient. I recently refinanced my home with Arvest, cut 5 years off the term. You might be able to do the same. Call Randy at 479-573-1127. That's 479-573-1127. Or download the Home For Me app to your mobile device and search for an Arvest loan officer near you. Arvest Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
877-377-6963 is the number to call or text in via the Cherokee Casino hotline on What's Your Beef Wednesday. We'll be able to have some of you give your beefs, and also Andrew Hutchinson of hogbeat.com is going to be joining us here in about 15 minutes to talk more about the Razorback football team and the situation they find themselves in, as well as the Razorback basketball team. Right now, let's get into your Hog Update here on The Morning Rush.
Arkansas football. It's the players running through the A. Hog hats. It's more than 70,000 fans calling Woo Pig Suey.
It's a great day to be a Razorback. Guys, I've got just one thing I want to say to you. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Arkansas wins the national championship! The Arkansas Razorbacks have completed the dream season!
This is your Hog Update on The Morning Rush.
All right, it's time for your Hog Update, presented by Ozark Sportsman Supply.
Hey, Christmas is just around the bend, and Santa knows that the Ozarks is your home away from home when it comes to finding all the great gifts for you and your family this Christmas season. Great firearm brands from Benelli, Glock, Smith & Wesson, and many, many more. Clothing brands from Carhartt, Columbia, Blowfish, New Balance, Twisted X, Ariat, and many, many more as well. So shop both sides of the store, and also check out the indoor range. 15 lanes to get you sighted in, if you will, and also do some de-stressing during that crazy shopping time. They've just recently upgraded with $250,000 in upgrades with charging and turning targets, onboard cameras, lights, and a whole lot more. Over 22 drills available to choose from. It's entertainment at its best, and it's at the Ozarks. Hey, don't let your jingle jangle. It's all at the Ozarks, your joyful and easy shopping experience. Ozark Sportsman Supply, Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear, Highway 412 West, barely out of Springdale and Tawnytown.
So for your Hog Update, the Razorback basketball team defeated North Texas last night, 66-43. That's the second time this season, and also just as many games, that they have held their opponent to 43 points. And it was a great performance by Isaiah Joe and Mason Jones, both poured in 16 points, as well as Jimmy Witt Jr. pouring in 13 points as well. So a good start to the Eric Musselman era in Razorback basketball. And also in football side of things, I guess we can just go ahead and say it's official. Shocking news. Big news here. Chandler Morris has decommitted from the University of Arkansas.
Did we need that text, or did we need that tweet? Text. Did we need that tweet from him?
I think you needed it. I mean,
really?
I think everybody. Yeah. I mean,
we talked about this yesterday, that he could just commit somewhere else, and I think it was just an understanding we had.
Yeah.
I didn't think Chandler Morris needed to tweet that he was decommitting from Arkansas. I thought that was just kind of understood.
I did crack up though when I saw that in the reply. Someone just said, "Why? Why did you decommit from Arkansas?" Well, let me tell you a story, if that's the case. But yeah, he decommitted, as well as they lost another commitment yesterday with Brandon Frazier, the tight end out of Texas, too.
Is that 7 now?
7. Oof. Listen, folks, and because I understand it's worrisome and all that, but you knew this was going to happen. I mean, they're committing to the coach. They're committing to the program. But they're not just committing to Arkansas because, it's Arkansas. They're wanting to play for Chad Morris and the staff, and he's not the coach.
Well, it's
and
just
move
the
on.
uncertainty. You've
Yeah.
got to open it up because you don't know who the staff's going to be. Now, if some of these guys on this staff are retained, perhaps some of these guys that you want come back. But that's 7 since Coach Morris was fired, right? So that makes well, who's left? I mean, it'd be easier to say who's left.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that that they're like, I think 97th in recruiting now.
God.
But again, I mean that's gonna happen. Like I understand that people get a little worried about this, and I get it. I totally get it. But it's gonna happen that way. It's unfortunate, but in recruiting, when you have changes, especially, it's gonna happen. As of right now, the only players that they still have is Darren Turner, 4-star wide receiver, Blaine Toll, Jashad Stewart, Catrell Wallace, Drew Francis, Mike Harris, and Tyrese Edwards.
Some in-state guys still. Your in-state guys like Toll are going to hang in there with you.
14th is what they rank in the SEC right now. But again, it depends on who they get. It may all change. And
14th out of how many?
14 teams.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Dead last. Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Squeeze in a quick phone call. PA is in Texarkana. What's going on, PA?
Hey, guys. I just want to talk about Bobby Petrino for a second. I'll admit I'm a big fan of his, and I'll admit that he can't, there's no way he's coming back to Arkansas. I get that. I mean, that boat has sailed. However, I think
sunk. It didn't sail, it sunk.
Had not a little too much. That guy took us places where we haven't been since James Frank Boyles, and he did it with Arkansas players. He can develop a quarterback. Who recruited and got Lamar Jackson basically the Heisman Trophy at Louisville, and we have a quarterback almost a carbon copy of Lamar Jackson on our squad. I mean, almost a carbon copy. And I tell you, if we could bring him in as a consultant, a quarterback coach, it would be terrific. And by the way, the reason there was no lawsuits against the University of Arkansas was because they had no grounds for a lawsuit. None. Bobby Petrino did not hire that woman. He did not sign her check.
What?
He did not approve her. He did not approve her.
Gave her a $20,000 check for a bonus.
That's a private transaction. And that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, PA, sorry, man, we're up against the break.
I'm afraid there was other private transactions that went on there, too.
Unfortunately, more so than just cash, that's for
sure.
sure.
And I think he did hire her. He was on the football. She was on the football staff.
Yeah, she had to be. All right. Well, we got Andrew Hutchison of hogbeat.com coming up next on a What's Your Beef Wednesday, and we'll also have your phone calls and text messages in the third hour of the show. Stay with us, folks.
Save up to $2,700 or no interest for 5 years on a brand new Hot Springs hot tub during Burton Pools and Spa's holiday sale. Every hot tub in stock is on sale with over 60 luxury spas to choose from, starting at $26.95. Just $26.95. That includes delivery, cover, and startup chemicals. Don't miss Burton Pools and Spa's holiday sale going on now. Once it's over, it's over. Burton Pools and Spas in Springdale and in Fort Smith, your source for backyard fun.
Hey, man. Hey. I like your new Toyota Tundra.
Thanks. I got a great deal on it at the Toyota Tailgate event. Now I can spend my weekends out in the wilderness, tackling all sorts of terrain, kicking up rocks, barreling down deep forest trails.
Oh, totally.
Going on rough, tough, rugged journeys. Really just getting out and connecting with nature.
Right.
I'm talking ATVing, mountain biking, taking the boat out, weekends jam-packed with activities.
That's cool.
I mean, except on game days. On game days, I'll still be here tailgating with you.
Oh, good. Because you're the only one with a big enough grill.
Nice. Real nice.
Hurry in to the Toyota Tailgate event for a great deal on trucks made to withstand your weekend. Qualified buyers can get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new, rugged and dependable 2019 Toyota Tundra. Hurry in today. Toyota, let's go places. Visit buyatoyota.com for details. Offers available in select states and end 12/2/19.
Metal Direct offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Direct assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. Stop by their location at 7420 Inmar Drive in Little Rock, one block off University behind Napa Auto Parts, or call them at 501-562-3112. Metal Direct, the right material for the right price.
Fall is here, and at Frank Pro Furniture in November, now is the time to buy. Come in and take advantage of our many made-in-the-USA products. Lift chairs, we have them. Sectionals, reclining sofas and loves, we have them. Bedroom furniture and mattresses, we have them. We also carry a variety of appliances and TVs. In November, come in and receive 10% off on any purchase. Ask us about our financing programs. We have several options that will meet your needs. Only at Frank Pro Furniture. Best seats in the house.
Do you hear that Coors Light being poured? It's the perfect temperature. How can I tell just based on the sound? I can't. But I can see that the mountain on the can is blue. And when the mountain is blue, your Coors Light is perfectly cold. Coors Light is cold lagered for a crisper taste, cold filtered for brightness and clarity, and cold packaged for peak refreshment. Doesn't that sound good? 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Miss Anna's on Towson is quickly becoming one of Fort Smith's favorite haunts. We're now serving breakfast from 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. 7 days a week. Blue Plate specials served Monday through Friday. And don't forget about 99-cent Pie Tuesday. So whether you're craving some of our great kickin' chicken or one of our world-famous desserts, Miss Anna's is the place to be. 5001 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, 649-6300. That's 649-6300.
Hi, folks. Larry Rath here for Rath Auto Resources. Fall is my favorite time of the year. Football, fine weather, and my chance to flip the lot. We're out to sell every single car in our Rath Road Ready inventory and flip the lot during our fall clearance. That's right. Every vehicle must go. To make it happen, we're discounting our entire inventory with savings up to $4,300 below retail. Even our special purchase vehicles are included, like 2018 Hyundai Elantra SELs for only $13,991. If you're keeping the car you have, let us take care of it for you in our Meineke Car Care Center with buy 3, get 1 free on all tires and 50% off brake pads. Don't miss out on the savings. Help us flip the lot. Get the Rath Road Ready vehicle that's perfect for you and save up to $4,300 during the fall clearance at Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer, Rath Auto Resources, and the Meineke Car Care Center, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, or online at rathauto.com.
Requires bank approval. Vehicle purchase price affects trade allowance.
Unlimited personal group training at the Fort Smith Athletic Club. Personal group training is a great way to create accountability for your fitness while improving mobility, endurance, and overall wellness. Reach your fitness goals faster with personal group training. Only $60 a month. Call Mike Johnson at 479-926-0193. These workouts are high intensity and get results in under an hour. Only $60 a month. Call for class schedules and details. 479-926-0193. Results happen here at the Fort Smith Athletic Club.
The list of things I rely on is short. There's my recliner, the lawnmower, the kid sitter, and above all, Michelin tires. Get the tire that's ready to make every stop in every season. And for a limited time, get yours with a $70 reward card after submission when you buy a set of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. Your Michelin tires and savings are waiting for you at Southern Tire Mart, just off I-540 at exit 14 in Fort Smith. See MichelinMan.com promo for complete details. Offer valid between 11/13/2019 and 12/13/2019. Void where prohibited.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
A clear sky tonight, bitterly cold temperatures as we drop down into the middle teens. When you factor in any winds, it's going to feel even colder. Lots of sunshine with us on Wednesday, our high in the upper 40s, and sunny skies on Thursday, mid-40s, north, low 50s, south. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
Weather is brought to you by OG&E Weatherization Program for Arkansas customers with homes at least 10 years old. Call 1-800-272-9741 for details or log on at OGE.com.
Radio station.
KERX, Paris, Fort Smith, from the Bush and Bushlight Studios. This is ESPN 95.3. This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Quantum Property Services. Buying, selling, investing, and encompassing all your property needs. Broadcasting live from the Toyota Studios, this is the Morning Rush.
Jones, 5 seconds, 4 seconds to shoot.
Mason kicks it away. Joe, three-pointer good! With 3.8 seconds to play, Joe cans the three. North Texas inbounds it. Midcourt, shot on the way, no good. And it is a 66-43 final score.
With John Neighbors
Every time you put a mic in my face, I'm going to say Arkansas.
and Tommy Kraft.
Tommy, he's a good kid too, but he's crazy. He's a cowboy. He's got too much to prove.
The Morning Rush starts right now.
2 hours down, 1 hour to go. Appreciate everybody listening in on this beautiful day here in the great state of Arkansas. John Neighbors, Tommy Kraft, Matty T, all in studio with you today. And thank you, as always, for making us a part of your morning this morning. With the holiday season coming up, folks, we got to tell you about this great opportunity we're going to give you with this Branson Christmas trip giveaway.
Yeah, we're here in the great state of Arkansas, but we want to send you to the Show Me State for a few days around Christmas. 3 nights at the Hilton Hotel in Branson. Tickets to a Christmas show, the North Pole Adventure at the Shepherd of the Hills. You can ride the Ferris wheel at the Track Family Fun Park. We got some great gift cards to some wonderful restaurants in Branson as well. It's a wonderful Christmas getaway for you and your family. If you've never stayed at the Hilton downtown on the Landing, I'm telling you, that place is swanky. That is nice. You step out the door, you're right there amongst all the shopping and all the attractions and everything that goes on at the Landing. It is great. 3 nights there, plus all the other stuff we were telling you about. 21 or older to register. You can register once a day. All we need is your name, email address, and phone number. Go to hitthatline.com. Look for the Branson Getaway banners, places to enter. Just click there and just give us your name, email, and address. Name, email address, and phone number, and you are registered. Last day to register is December the 10th. You and your family could be in Branson for the holidays thanks to the Branson CVB, hitthatline.com, and the Morning Rush.
Even though it's the bye week this week, there's still a lot going on up there on the hill with Razorback football and basketball and everything encompassing it. And to help us break it down a little more, let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline and welcome in Andrew Hutchinson of hogbeat.com. Good morning, Andrew. How you doing this morning, man?
I'm doing good. You know, you mentioned a bye week. You know, I was really excited when we got 2 bye weeks. Did not expect this to be the second one.
Yeah. Well, it's great for us here on the radio because it's content, but I'm sure it's a lot more work for you in that business and all the coverage and articles that you guys do on hogbeat.com. But let's start right there with the big news, of course, of Chad Morris being fired over the weekend after that awful performance against Western Kentucky. Had the press conference with Hunter Yurchek and the new interim head coach Barry Lunney Jr. Just kind of give us your overall thoughts and opinions and reactions to this whole story and this whole thing that's going on right now with Razorback football.
Well, I think it wasn't surprising that it happened just because I honestly had kind of predicted early on in the season after the loss to San Jose State. I said, man, if they don't get it together, if they can't find a way to win an SEC game, and especially if they start unraveling, I said I knew the Auburn and Alabama game were probably going to be ugly, but I did not anticipate the Mississippi State game being as ugly as it was, and naturally, of course, the Western Kentucky game as well. So when it unfolded the way it did, I was like, man, they're probably going to be making a change, especially with the bye week coming up. So not very surprised in that regard. As far as the interim head coach, I think Barry Lunney Jr. is the perfect choice just because. He's an Arkansas guy. He played at Arkansas. He's been on the staff longer than anyone else. He's recruited and known all of these players during his time here. Plus, he's been through this himself. He talked about that as well. He was here as a freshman when Jack Crow was fired after the Citadel game and was on the team when Joe Kynes was the interim coach. And so he's kind of experienced this. He's been in the player's shoes. I think he was truly a perfect choice for a really tough and horrible situation. You never like to change a coach during the year, but I think he was the perfect choice. And now I'm excited to see how Hunter Yurchek handles another coaching search. See if he can find someone that excites the fan base as much as Eric Musselman does with basketball.
All right, so if we go back to Chad Morris, I mean, obviously the losses are the reason he's gone, but if there's 2 or 3 things about his coaching and the decision-making and the way he handled things, what are 1 or 2 or 3 things you would pinpoint that these are the reasons that the losses mounted and why he's no longer the head coach? What are some things he could have done differently that would have prolonged his time at Arkansas?
Well, I think number one, you have to look at how he handled the quarterback situation. He used 6 different starting quarterbacks in 22 games. If he had kept his job for these last 2 games, it probably would have been 7 different quarterbacks, because we'd probably be seeing KJ Jefferson at some point. So it was not good how he handled it. I think that if they would have been able to pinpoint a starting quarterback, if they had named Ty Story the starting quarterback in fall camp last year, given him all the number 1 reps, let him just kind of grow and work through the growing pains, I really, truly do feel like they would have won more games both last year and this year. I'm not saying they would have been a bowl team or anything, but they probably would have won enough games that they would for one, Chad Morris would still have a job, but 2, they would be showing signs of improvement and stuff. So I really think that the way he handled the quarterback situation is number 1, and where any type of conversation has to start when you talk about what went wrong during the Chad Morris era.
Looking at the press conference that was held on Monday with Hunter Yurachek and Barry Lunney Jr., Andrew, one of the takeaways I had is just when listening to Hunter Yurachek, you could tell he's a lot more comfortable at this point now as being the athletic director. Now that he's kind of got his feet wet, he's gotten settled in. You made the Eric Musselman hire and had to make the choice of firing Mike Anderson. So it feels like he's definitely more comfortable in this situation. But he really didn't give a lot of political answers. People who asked the questions about, when was the timing of this all? When was the process like? It seemed like he was very open to how everything went. And I know a lot of Razorback fans really appreciate that. What'd you make of the comments that he made and how he handled this whole situation? Because this is kind of uncharted territory for a lot of Razorback fans, firing a coach in the middle of the football season, not since Jack Crow.
Yeah, I thought it was really refreshing the way he handled the press conference. I mean, after being kind of subjected to the Chad Morris press conferences for the last 2 years, not to pile on a guy, but he just was not very good at handling the media, answering questions. You would ask him one thing and he would answer something completely different. So to get the responses we got from both Hunter Yurachek and even Barry Lunney was very refreshing. And I think it's great, not just because it makes my job easier and your job easier, but ultimately our job is to bring the fans information. And you can't bring the fans information or insight unless the coach or whoever it is that you're interviewing is more open and gives you good answers. And Hunter Yurachek did that. I think that he does have a little bit of confidence because he did hire Eric Musselman, and it seems to be, through 2 games, obviously things could change, but through 2 games, it seems like that's a fantastic hire. So I think he is feeling pretty good. And honestly, whenever he was talking to the media, I got this sense that he had a sense of relief, because it probably could not have been a fun couple of weeks, because I do think that Hunter and Chad are friends, and to have to fire your friend is never easy, knowing that, it's going to cost your university $10+ million in a buyout. That's not an easy decision, even though it was the only decision he had. So I felt like he had just this kind of, I felt like he had this sense of relief whenever he was talking to us on Monday, that it was finally kind of behind him, and now he can go and maybe make a splashy hire and reinvigorate the fan base.
All right, Andrew, let's talk about that hire. I mean, everyone's bandying about names, and some are more known than others. What corners of the country do you think Hunter Yurachek should be looking in, and who do you think are 2 or 3 top candidates that are viable and realistic for this job?
It's fascinating. We're probably not going to get to know much about the search, because he kept the basketball search really close to the vest. Didn't really let a lot of things get out unless he wanted it to get out. He handled it really, really well. As far as who I think would be a good candidate, I mean, Mike Norvell is an obvious choice. He's done really good at Memphis. He has an exciting offense. I think they need to hire somebody. Hunter said he didn't want to put himself in a box with a certain type of style, but I do think it's important to have a style that's similar to Chad Morris. You can't keep going from a Houston Nutt run-oriented offense to Bobby Petrino wide-open attack, back to Brett Bielema, ground and pound, back to Chad Morris, who has the more spread passing attack. So I think they've got the talent on the team this year to where it could be a quicker than expected turnaround. I'm not predicting a bowl game or anything next year, but if they bring in the right offensive-minded coach, I think that would help. Mike Leach is an intriguing option just because he's kind of a weird kind of guy. He's got the exciting offense that passes a lot, so that would be interesting to see. I personally would love to see Eli Drinkwitz from Appalachian State, but I'm also probably the most biased person you can ask because I played for Eli at Springdale High School for 1 year, so that would be fun to watch for me as well. I keep seeing Gus Malzahn's name mentioned in the national media. I can't see that happening after the last time he leveraged Arkansas to get a huge contract from Auburn. I feel like that ship has sailed. I think we're going to see a guy that has a name, but it may not be a big time name. Like, it's not going to be an Urban Meyer or Bob Stoops, but it may be a next level down because they need something to reinvigorate the fan base to kind of get ticket sales going and just build some excitement back after the last couple of years. It kind of has diminished to a historic level.
I want to ask you about Barry Lunney Jr., obviously in these final 2 games. He's got a bye week, so that's helpful anytime you're trying to get acclimated to the role that you have to serve. But you also have to go on the road to the number 1 team in the country, LSU, being your first game. No big deal there. And then you have Missouri, of course, in the final game in Little Rock the day after Thanksgiving. What would you say is a reasonable expectation for Barry Lunney? I don't think anyone's expecting him to go 2-0 for sure. Maybe 1-1, maybe if a victory against Missouri. But what would you like to see from Barry Lunney and this team in the final 2 games of the season?
I think Barry put it best on Monday when he said that he just wants to see his guys play with heart again, to play where they don't go down. I truly believe if it had continued on with no changes, I think that the game down in Baton Rouge in a couple of weeks would have been an absolute annihilation where they lost by 50 or 60 points. I think you need to try to avoid that. Barry's not going to be scared or shy away from anything. His first career start was on the road in Knoxville against the number 4 Tennessee team that was undefeated. So, and he went down there and helped them win. So I'm not expecting him to replicate that, but I do think that he could put a competitive product on the field where it's not just a complete embarrassment. So I think that would be a good starting point, and then maybe who knows what happens with the Missouri game. Just kind of seeing. I follow a couple of Missouri beat writers on Twitter and just kind of seeing how their interactions with fans. It doesn't seem like they have a ton of confidence right now, and so maybe Arkansas can catch Missouri at a point where they can steal a victory and maybe snap that SEC losing streak and build some confidence moving forward for whoever that new coach is. I think that should be Barry Lunney's first number 1 goal is to get this thing back on track, right the ship, so to speak, and kind of get them playing where they're not just the laughing stock of the country.
All right, let's get you out of here on this one. What's your best guess on Chad Morris and his future? Where or does he resurface in college football again?
I think he does resurface because he's still a respected name across college football. A lot of coaches speak highly of him. So I think he will resurface somewhere. Maybe it's as an analyst next year, and then eventually becomes a coordinator again. I don't think he's going to be a head coach anytime soon, but I do see him resurfacing and helping kind of reduce that buyout. It'll be interesting to see if he maybe tries to go somewhere that his son Chandler, who just decommitted unsurprisingly yesterday, see if he maybe tries to go somewhere where he can be around his son and watch his son play for sure.
Actually, real quick, Andrew, I wanted to get this in to just talk about Razorback basketball real quick. Starting off 2-0. They've held both of their opponents to 43 points. Defense has been pretty suffering. I know that's not a huge couple of wins because you're not going up against any elite teams or anything, but it certainly seems like the Eric Musselman era of Razorback basketball starting off on the right foot, especially in the SEC. What have you made of the first 2 games?
Yeah, they have played really, really good defense. I mean, and you mentioned these aren't great wins, but North Texas almost beat VCU on the road. Rice beat Penn, which beat Alabama. I mean, you can't really compare scores like that, but I mean, they're better wins than they maybe seem on the surface. So, but the defense has been the number 1 thing I've seen. They've held opponents to 4 of 42 from 3-point range. That's under 10%. I don't think that's something you can maintain. But it's definitely something you can hang your hat on when your 3-point shots aren't falling. Maybe you can hold the other team to to a low amount. And we've seen teams grind it out and have a lot of success. Virginia just won a national championship. I'm not predicting that for Arkansas, but maybe they can have a little bit more success than I was previously thinking when I thought that this was an NIT team at best. But who knows? There's a lot that remains to be seen. But the defense has been phenomenal through 2 games.
Andrew Hutchinson of hogbeat.com. You can follow him on Twitter at NWA Hutch. Really appreciate you hopping on with us this morning, man. Have a great week. We'll catch up with you, all right?
Thanks for having me on, guys.
I appreciate it. Andrew Hutchinson and all guests join us via the Cherokee Casino hotline.
Hey, save up to $2,700 or no interest for 5 years on brand new Hot Springs hot tubs during the Burton Pools and Spas holiday sale. It's going on right now. Just kicked off. Every hot tub in stock is on sale now, and over 60 luxury spas to choose from starting at just $2,695. That includes delivery, cover, and startup chemicals. Stay warm and cozy this winter in your new hot tub from Burton Pools and Spas. Hey, it's the perfect gift for you and your family this holiday season. It's right now, $2,700 and no interest on brand new Hot Springs hot tubs at Burton Pools and Spas, your source for backyard fun.
Let's go to the Cherokee Casino hotline. Had a few callers patiently waiting. Ben is in Fayetteville. What's going on, Ben?
Hey, good morning, guys. Just out walking the dogs. A nice brisk morning here.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. A little chilly outside.
It is a little frosty. If it sounds like Talladega, people drive like that in my neighborhood. So that's what you hear in the background. The question I got is, the basketball looks great. Why wouldn't Juracek look at a name like Charlie Strong? Why wouldn't you look at that? Or, is that a possibility? I think that guy could come in here, and obviously he's not the sunflower that Chad Morris is. He's not going to have the catchphrases. He probably runs that spring practice like boot camp, which I think is probably what some of these kids need. And I looked ahead at the schedule to start the next season. You play Nevada to open up, and then it's Notre Dame, Ole Miss, and I think Alabama or Mississippi State. I think at the very beginning of the season. So the first 4 games.
You open with Kent State, actually. So.
Oh, Kent State. Sorry. Yeah. First 4 games don't look. A couple of them look winnable, not with the current team and the predicament they're in right now. But, why wouldn't you bring in a Charlie Strong or somebody that's got that intestinal fortitude? And where is Michael in Stuttgart? Has he went into remission, recovery, rehab? Where's he at right now? I'll hang up and listen.
Well, appreciate the phone call, Ben. Yeah, well, we all know about Michael Stuttgart. He's never going to uphold to his side of the bargain. He's never going to admit that he was wrong about anything. So that's where he's at. But as far as the Charlie Strong angle, though, I understand it because he's got Arkansas connections. When he was at Louisville in 2010 through 2012 or 2013, he went 7-6, 7-6, 11-2, 12-1. Who had a lot of success. But then he goes to Texas, and that was just doomed from the start. Never got a good season there. Then he goes to South Florida, which is where he's at right now. Start off great, went 10-2. Then went 7-6, and now sitting at 4-5. So I just don't know if you want to be able to go in and try. You need somebody that can get a good rebuild going on. Let's be honest, because that's another thing I think that this Hunter Yurachek's going to be looking at when a coach is all right. Who can I find that's gone through a process where he's had to take over a very tough program, a program that's been down in the dumps for a while, and how good of a job can they do in rebuilding it back up? If I had any reservations about Mike Norvell at Memphis, which I don't. I think he'd be a great hire if Arkansas decided to go that route. But that would be my one hang-up about somebody like Mike Norvell, is he was handed over a program at Memphis that was already really successful under Justin Fuente. Yeah. And he's been able to sustain it. But, I think, Tommy, I know that there's a lot of reasons why Brett Bielema didn't work out, but I also think that that was something that doomed Brett Bielema. He got handed over a fantastic program at Wisconsin and just had to maintain it. It takes a whole new type of coach to come into it.
But he did maintain it, and he did win championships.
Well, I know, and that's what I'm saying, but it's a lot more of a difficult situation when you have to come in and rebuild a program
or build something.
Or build it back up, yeah.
Now, are you looking for a coach that's built something here? I think that might be a tiebreaker. It might be something you certainly – but you just want a coach that can coach. That's like requirement 1. Can you coach football?
Can you coach?
Can you coach? Can you recruit? Can you assemble a staff? Those are like – boxes 1, 2, 3. Then you get into
the rest of it.
Have you ever taken something from the ashes? Because you're in the ashes here right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get into some more finer details. But can you coach? Can you recruit? can you put a staff together of people that can coach and recruit?
Yeah.
Those are the first three things. If you can't get 3 yeses there, move on.
Yeah, simple as that. Simple as that. Let's squeeze in another quick phone call. Casey's in Little Rock. What's going on, Casey?
Hi, thanks, guys, for taking my call. I'm brand new to this, my first phone call, but I've listened to you guys for a couple of weeks, so I love your show. I just want to ask you, I just want to ask you guys, I've heard about the past coaches, and I believe that the coaches are past for a reason, but who do you guys think would be a good fit for us, whether it be someone that's been mentioned or someone that's not been mentioned?
Yeah, well,
that would be a good coach for the program.
Yeah, well, appreciate the phone call, Casey, and appreciate you listening in, for real. I guess, we've talked about names and everything, but honestly, I think my number one of a guy that would make sense, that's realistic, and I think could do a good job, I think Mike Norvell could be a good guy, a good coach. I'm not saying he'd be a world beater when he walked in, but I think that could definitely, as far as the expectation and what he's been able to do, he would be great. I'd love to see Mike Leach. I think that Mike Leach is maybe not looking, but he would not mind getting out of Washington State. I could see that. I'd love to see him too for our job because he's great for quotes. But maybe him, because listen, you got names all day long. But
is this Sam Pittman thing have any legs? Because I saw this letter that Trey Biddy's put up on his website that comes from a former player, and I didn't see any names on this letter, but it comes from former players that give out some good reasons and lay out some reasons why Sam Pittman should be considered to be the next head coach at Arkansas. Is this something that should have more validity?
Pittman does interest me. It really does. It would if they.
Some people said and I've seen this comparison more than once, he could be the next Ed Orgeron.
Yep, Eddie O. Because he can recruit and he'll get his players to play for him, which is big, but it would depend on the staff that he puts together and all that. So I'm not saying that it would be a fantastic hire if they got Sam Pittman. It would definitely have my interest if they hired Sam Pittman and the type of staff that he'd put together. He'd be a great recruiter. You do know that, and that's a big deal as well.
He hasn't been worth a flip on the offensive line since he left.
Absolutely. So it's definitely fascinating to see how that would play out.
Hey, head out to Joe's Grill and Cantina. Every time the Hogs play, they'll play again Saturday as they take on Montana, and you can enjoy half-price apps and taps during every game all season long during basketball and the remaining 2 football games as well. At not this Saturday, but a week from Saturday. You can be there for the LSU game. And, of course, the day after Thanksgiving when they take on Missouri. Half-price appetizers like brisket nachos, Mexican pizza, humongous sampler platters as well, and all beers on tap are half-price as well. Half-price apps and taps during every Hog game at Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street in Fort Smith, across from Harps.
Coming up next, your SEC update happening on the Morning Rush. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off 5540 in Fort Smith.
Hello, my name is Sean Brazel. I'm with the Fence Man and Quantum Property Services. I'm here to give you the brass tacks and hard facts of what encompassing all of your property needs are. We can help you with your real estate, your property management, your construction, and
your money. Hi, I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox. I'm here to talk to you about maximizing your return on your investment and also helping you get creative with your financing. Please, when you think of Quantum Property Services, Inc., give us a call at 479-434-6860. That's 479-434-6860. I'm Andy, Money Talks Knox.
brass tacks, hard facts.
Hi, I'm Hector here from La Huertas. We like everything hot. La Huertas, we're fresh, authentic Mexican food served every day. La Huertas has 4 locations in the Fort Smith area with daily happy hours and a margarita night. Check it out. We're open 7 days a week with draft beer specials. Monday and Thursday night football. We are Fort Smith Authentic Mexican Restaurant. Yes, sir, we are. Fresh homemade flour tortillas. La Huertas. At Rogers and Garrison location. Eat until you hurt. In Fort Smith, La Huertas.
Harry Robinson Buick GMC has over 200 pre-owned vehicles to choose from luxury to economy and everything in between, including over 50 great vehicles with payments under $250 a month, certain to fit your needs and budget. And at Harry Robinson Buick GMC, you always get more for your trade. 50 vehicles with payments under $250 a month at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off 5540 in Fort Smith.
Look your friends in the eye and know that you didn't let them down.
Streaming live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. And follow us on Twitter at HitThatLineAR.
Welcome back into the Morning Rush. Appreciate everybody listening in this morning. Right now, let's go to the phone lines and welcome in the man, Larry Rath of Rath Auto Resources. Good morning, Larry.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hope you're having a great day. We're having a good time over here at Rath Auto Resources, because we're getting to help people get a nicer, newer car. It's what we love to do. It's what we're all about. And that means we're selling this Rath Road Ready inventory right now with discounts up to $4,300 below retail. Folks, that's tremendous savings, and you can still get in on it. Cars, trucks, SUVs, we've got them all. We've got one that's just right for you. One of our friendly non-commissioned solution specialists, those guys will show you how easy it is to make that perfect car fit your budget. And that's what we do all day long, every day. Check us out. Arkansas's #1 rated and reviewed independent dealer for 4 years in a row. And that's because we know how to treat folks, and we sell a quality car. And then we back that up with great service in the Meineke Car Care Centers. Right now, they've got some specials going on. Buy 3, get 1 free on all tires and 50% off brakes. So some great things going on over here. All we're missing is you at Rath Auto Resources and the Meineke Car Care Centers. We're at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith, corner of Don Tyson and 71B in Springdale. Or you can check us out online at rathauto.com.
All right, that's Rath Auto Resources, Fort Smith, and in Springdale. Larry, stay warm out there today.
Hey, thank you, guys. I appreciate that. And folks, come and see us.
All right, there you have it, Larry Rath of Rath Auto Resources. Yeah, I was not ready for the cold weather. I'm over it.
It's gonna get better. It's like back into the 40s and 50s, upper 40s and 50s.
That's not better.
Sunny. Well, it's better than the 30s, I promise you.
I know. It's like it's always those things. Like I can't wait till fall. Until it comes, and I'm
it's not supposed to be winter quite yet. This is winter weather.
Yes.
This is not fall weather.
And not that I'm complaining.
The leaves have been, you're getting old when you comment on the leaves. I'm getting old. The leaves have been beautiful, and then all this wind the last few days has just wrecked it all.
Yeah. Are you one of those types, like the first thing you do when you wake up, you look at the weather app?
No.
Okay. Because, that's replaced for, watching the weather on
I don't worry
television.
about it because, well, I get up, I leave the house, I come here. I spend the first
You know what the weather's like when you get out there.
6 hours of my day in this room. So,
yeah, well, that's true. That's true. Because when I
no matter.
Like when
the weather's going to be different by the time we're done.
I'm just saying that I'm not complaining, but it is What's Your Beef Wednesday, so I can do this. When it's cold outside, and when it's going to be cold outside, it's always a little extra colder when you're waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's dark outside, and there's frost on my truck. And I want to thank personally the person who invented remote start on vehicles. Because I don't know where I'd be, because I have my keys next to my end table. So as soon as my alarm hits off, I hit snooze on my alarm because I have to hit it at least once. And then I hit that remote start on my truck. And then by the time I get out, it's nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the greatest invention of all time.
This new vehicle I got has a heated steering wheel.
Interesting.
Never knew I needed a heated. You didn't know you needed heated steering wheels until you have
heating steering wheels.
A heated steering wheel.
Well, that's the thing is I've never gotten to my truck and be like, oh man, that's cold.
Yeah.
Now I've gotten into my truck where I've sat down on the leather seats, and especially in the summertime, it's a little warm.
Heated seats, air conditioned seats, heated steering wheels. How did we live in a society without these things before?
I don't know. Tell us what it was like, Tommy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
God.
I don't know either. But I remember 1994 Jeep Grand Cherokee, my parents' first vehicle that actually had the heated seats, and it blew our minds. Couldn't believe that something like this existed in a vehicle. What will they think of next? But anyways, let's get into your SEC update here on the Morning Rush.
Somebody said we've got SEC bias. Deal with it. They're the best.
In the SEC, it just means more.
I know one thing. The SEC just got a little tougher.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
All right, it's time for your SEC update presented by Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear.
Hey, if you're looking to get that holiday shopping started, you can get it all done at the Ozarks right now. Great firearm brands from Benelli, Glock, Smith & Wesson, and many more. Clothing and footwear brands from G. Drake, Carhartt, Columbia, and many, many more. And if you can't decide on a gift there, how about personalize something in their new print and embroidery shop? They can custom do a T-shirt, jacket, or any item you want personalized. They can embroider a name or a logo or anything you want done right there in-house. You won't find a better place for anything and everything this holiday season for your family and for yourself. Shop the Ozarks for a joyful and easy shopping experience this holiday season. Ozark Sportsman Supply, Ozark Outpost Casual Clothing and Footwear, Highway 412 West, barely out of Springdale in Tawnytown.
The only SEC update I really care about is the fact that the Kentucky Wildcats in basketball, the #1 team in the country, but no longer, loses to a team by the name of Evansville at home.
They are the #1 team the rest of the week, but they know they've got to carry that around knowing they're going to lose it, knowing the check won't cash next week when the poll comes out. That's even better.
Yeah.
Knowing you're the #1 team, but you're not.
Oh, it's glorious.
I don't know who they play Saturday, but they'll announce they're the #1 team in the country, but you're not.
Nope. You know better.
Everyone knows better. That's even better. Knowing it's a fake ranking. That's even better.
Well, what's funny too is according to the ESPN college basketball stats, This is the third biggest regular season update in college basketball this millennium. And I'm so glad it happened to a team. Third biggest upset.
Okay.
In regular season since the millennium started.
You said something else.
No. I don't know. I may have said something else.
Third biggest upset since 2000.
Since 2000, yeah. It's more fun to say, millennium. Makes it seem like it's longer than it actually is. But anyways, that was the best thing I've ever seen. It's just them losing. All the old white hairs that are sitting there in the stands saying, I don't agree with any of this. They're just upset. It's great.
It tells us we buy too much into the names, too much into the coaches, too much into some of this stuff early in the year, but don't buy into the fact that Kentucky's not going to be there come February, March.
Yep.
This one game doesn't make a season. So it's fun. Hey, it's always fun when Big Blue loses. Love it. But this really doesn't mean that – it means they're gettable.
Yep.
That means – but this may fuel them to be even better. So, I mean, let's not think that it's now an automatic they're going to, have a crappy season.
No.
I don't think that's the case.
I don't think it's the case either, but it's just nice to see it.
Evansville's a team you might want to write down and put in your little what do they call it, tickler files? You kind of keep up with some things.
A tickler file?
Yep.
What's a tickler file?
Well, that's when you kind of keep things over here where you can put your hands on it and keep that on the ready for the NCAA tournament. Because Evansville might be a name and a team you want to keep up with.
Okay, see, I had to look that up. It is a real thing.
Yeah. I don't just make this stuff up, John.
Well, sometimes I'm wondering. I'm curious because, it's a tickler file or 43 folder system.
There you go.
There's a collection of date-labeled file folders organized in a way that allows time-sensitive documents to be filed according to the future date on which the document needs action.
That's what I'm saying. You need to put Evansville in your tickler file for the NCAA tournament. That might be a team you want to keep an eye on for your March Madness bracket.
Oh. Thank you, Tommy, for the enlightening of the tickler file.
There you go.
Do you have a tickler file?
I do not.
Okay.
But if I had one, I'd put Evansville in there for my bracket in a few months.
Very fair.
Because it's very time-sensitive data.
Yeah, very fair, very fair. All right, and also real quick in the SEC update, the new college football playoffs have come up and the playoff rankings, and LSU is your number 1 team, Ohio State number 2, Clemson number 3, and Georgia number 4, Alabama sitting at number 5 as well. So, okay, there's plenty of time to figure this stuff out. Yeah. But I will say, though, LSU deserves number 1.
If they didn't put LSU 1, you lose all validity, right?
Yeah, you lose.
If you go on the road and beat Bama, you got to be number 1. So if there was like any discussion in the committee room to not have LSU number 1,
I'd like to be fired.
I would love to know what that would be.
Yeah.
I'd love to know the basis for your argument.
They need to be fired.
Listen, I don't like LSU any more than the next guy, but
can't deny they're good.
LSU deserves to be number 1.
They're the best team in the country right now. And also another final one, and I don't know where this is coming from. This is on ESPN.com. Their second leading story in college football. Auburn coach Gus Malzahn was once again mentioned as the Arkansas candidate
up with
the coaching vacancy.
Listen, this is coming from the Auburn side. I'm convinced. This is not coming from the Arkansas side, John. This is coming from those people over there on the plains. They want him gone.
Has to be.
This is those people down there.
Because I haven't heard a peep of anybody saying, Gus Malzahn, like he's maybe like 8th on people's list if he gets fired.
This is Feinbaum stirring this pot. This is the people in Alabama doing this. And I think some of it's the Crimson Tide, just trying to stir the pot of their rival, trying to murky and muddy up the waters with recruiting to make it uncertain. Gus might be leaving, and then when they go to talk to a recruit, he's a candidate for Arkansas's job again. This isn't coming from here. This is coming from there.
Yeah.
And I think part of it is there is still a faction of that fan base that wants him gone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And I'm telling you, they've got 3 games left. Georgia, someone called Samford and Sons, and Alabama. He'll beat Samford and Sons.
Maybe.
And then, but if he loses those other 2.
Oh, he's gone. They're going to fire him. They're going to have to pay him a lot of money to do so. But by the way, Malzahn responded to the rumors.
Well, of course. And let me say, he's focused on his Auburn. I don't even need to read the quote,
He says, quote, I'll say it anyways.
Yeah.
I love Auburn.
Yeah.
Like I said in the past, I love my players. We got a bright future here. Yeah. Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's kind of like those people that say that Chrissy Teigen's funny. She's not funny. But then if you don't think she's funny, then it's like they're
like
pushing it on you.
Why
It's like she's
what's
funny.
Your problem? You have a problem with her?
Yeah. Do you hate her? Do you hate people like her? No, I just don't think she's funny. It's the same thing. It's like Gus Malzahn. No, Gus Malzahn's not a really candidate. What do you have against Gus Malzahn? Why? You should know that he is a candidate. What's your problem? It's like just let people believe what they want to believe. And I agree with you. This doesn't come from Arkansas.
No, I think this is coming from within his own borders of his state.
Because we have had our texting line open. We've had our chats on our live stream on Facebook and Periscope. We've had
He's
people
like the least mentioned name from you guys out there.
100%. 100%.
And here's the thing. We came in here Monday talking about this. As soon as the decision was made and ESPN was scrolling it on the bottom line, what was the first name they mentioned?
Gus Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn, Mike Norvell, the targets. Where is that coming from?
Auburn. Has to be.
It's the ESPN propaganda machine. It's Paul Feinbaum, and I think it's the people at Auburn and portions of their fan base that would love to see him not be their coach anymore. This is not an Arkansas deal, in my opinion.
No, it's not either, and I completely agree with you. Completely agree with you. We have one final segment to get to here on the Morning Rush. If you want to get your final beefs on a What's Your Beef Wednesday, call or text Cherokee hotline 877-377-6963.
Hey, I want to tell you about the Fence Man before we go. If you need new gates or some fence repairs, when I needed some new gates and fence repairs, I called the Fence Man because they can handle anything. Large commercial jobs to small residential repairs, wood privacy fence, vinyl fencing, commercial or residential chain link fencing, custom wrought iron installations. They do everything. So if you're looking for a fence of any kind, any shape, any size, the Fence Man can do it for you. One simple phone call, Henry and the staff's on the way to give you a quick, no obligations quote, and these are people you can trust. 479-782-3936. That's 782-3936. Financing available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. 479-782-3936 for the Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
Honest Razorback talk that never yields. This is the Morning Rush.
World-class trout fishing is the star of the show at Gaston's White River Resort, where a few days away from all the worries and stress will make all right in your world. Gaston's has friendly, experienced guides to help you land your limit. Enjoy your stay at Gaston's in one of their private cottages or reserve a lodge for up to 20 people. Call now and let Gaston's help you plan your next getaway on the White River. 870-431-5202. That's 870-431-5202. Or learn more at Gastons.com. Gaston's, a first-class time every time.
Here, former UFC heavyweight champion. My career in the UFC was tough on my body. I was considering stem cell therapy, but now, thanks to water-soluble CBD from CBD American Shaman, my life is so much better. CBD American Shaman has a water-soluble product made with nanotechnology. The nanotech allows CBD oil to mix directly into the water in a cloud when other CBD oil would just float on the top of the water. American Shaman doesn't make claims. Their customers do. CBD American Shaman, a CBD like no other.
How about a Christmas getaway for your family this holiday season in Branson? The Branson Convention and Visitors Bureau, HitThatLine.com, and ESPN Arkansas want your family of four to win this package, including 3 nights at the Hilton Branson, tickets to a Christmas show, the North Pole Adventure at Shepherd of the Hills, a Christmas music Ferris wheel ride at the Track Family Fun Parks, and food certificates. Register once each day through December 10th at HitThatLine.com. Your family could be in Branson for the holidays, thanks to the Branson CVB, HitThatLine.com, and ESPN Arkansas.
The Morning Rush is brought to you by Supercuts, who supports local teams. Supercuts, we're super into the movement.
Littleton's Paintless Dent Repair is your one-stop shop for all repairs. Paintless Dent Repair, door dings, unsightly dents, and hail damage repair, all repaired to like new conditions. With over 1 million repaired vehicles with satisfied customers, Michael Littleton is the expert in paintless repair. Littleton's Paintless Dent Repair, conveniently located 3 miles from the Arcoma exit off Highway 112. Or call 479-461-9764. Your #1 Arkansas fan.
Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative is excited to introduce Wave Rural Connect. They're bringing state-of-the-art high-speed fiber internet plus TV and phone services right into the homes of all members. If you're an Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative member, go to waveruralconnect.com to sign up. That's waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-4WAVE-RC. Arkansas Valley Electric Cooperative and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
It's time to plan the Christmas party for your business or family, and the place to make it a special and memorable time is at Doe's Eat Place in Fort Smith. Award-winning steaks and atmosphere, along with the largest wine selection in the River Valley, await your memorable evening. If you're thinking about what to get that hard-to-impress boss or family member, gift certificates from Doe's are sure to impress and bring a smile to their face. Don't delay making your reservations. Call Doe's Eat Place at 784-9111. That's 784-9111. Doe's Eat Place, 422 3rd Street. Open 5 till 9 Monday through Thursday and 5 till 10 Friday and Saturday.
If you have experience transporting frozen and refrigerated goods and want to be part of a trucking family with insurance and be home every week, you need to contact Brent Higgins Trucking. Since 1997, Brent Higgins Trucking in Mulberry has been proudly delivering to and from various areas of the United States, including but not limited to Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Brent Higgins Trucking, where you're a name, not a number. Contact them at 479-997-2366 or at BrentHigginsTrucking.com.
Metal Mart offers high-quality prefabricated metal buildings, metal roofing, custom trim shops, carports, and more. They strive to be a company where contractors as well as do-it-yourselfers are welcome. Metal Mart assists you in calculating the materials needed to complete your project, all at a rate you can afford. They have locations at Fort Smith, Mayflower, Jonesboro, Pine Bluff, and Little Rock. Or you can find them online at metalmarts.com. Metal Mart, the right material for the right price.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. My goal today? Outmaneuver this chess pro.
Checkmate.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you develop strategies and plan all the right moves to prepare for tomorrow. So get started today. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Watch me attempt more goals at arvest.com/experts.
Did you invest in real estate only to find out that real estate takes up too much of your time? If you answered yes, then it's time to make a call to the experts. With more than 30 years of combined property management experience and more than 16,000 units managed, Trinity Multifamily are the ones to call. Get your life back. Call Trinity Multifamily at 479-452-1817 or online at trinitymultifamily.com. Trinity Multifamily, your teammate in the real estate game.
Hi, it's David Neal with Road Chevrolet in Van Buren, where we are turning November into Yes-Vember. Come to Van Buren and see why Road Chevrolet is the place to buy your new vehicle. We have new 2019 Silverado Z71s with up to $13,000 off. That's over 25% off new Silverados. Only at Road Chevrolet in Van Buren. Visit roadchevy.com to see our full inventory. That's RHODES Chevy.com. Prices you'll love, people you can trust. Road Chevrolet in Van Buren. Find new roads.
See dealer for details. ESPN 95.3.
Pour me something tall and strong. Make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
The morning show that doesn't come to paint. This is The Morning Rush.
Final segment of the Morning Rush. We are brought to you by World of Wireless.
Yeah, 877-305-DISH. You can sign up right now, get a $200 Visa gift card. Get installed before this weekend. Movie channels for the first 90 days. You can get whole home DVR, HD in every room. Tons of extras, including the Red Zone channel for the rest of the NFL season. All these great extras right now when you call World of Wireless. 877-305-DISH. And you say, yeah, but I've just kind of been paying the extra with the cable company or the national, UVerse or whatever you're with now, the other satellite, because I'm bundled up with internet. Well, don't worry about that, because World of Wireless can bundle internet service, and they deal with every kind of internet service available. They can bundle it up with you as well with your new DISH service. Call Ben, let him work it all out for you. 877-305-DISH, and the best part is you can lock in your price for 2 long years. 2 years when you call WOW now. 877-305-DISH.
Got a few people that have been texting in, giving us their beefs, and this comes from Jason, who says his beef is with people playing Christmas music as well really early in the year. Doesn't understand that. Why would you want to play Jason or Josh Groban? I think he means Josh Groban. He said Jason Groban. Josh Groban. Oh, Holy Night in the middle of October. Well, that's a kind of a good point. I don't think you would want to hear that.
Christmas music can wear on you.
It can.
About 3 weeks of Christmas music's enough for me.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Ooh. Alan Jackson has a Christmas album that's really good, where he sings a lot of the classics that are really good. But you want a
song, like
a song. Silent Night's hard to beat when it depends on who's doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like any of this hokey stuff. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. I mean, those are fine and those are fun, but that's not like your best. Oh, Holy Night, really good.
Yeah, it's powerful.
It just depends on who's singing it. Carrie Underwood's got some stuff that's really good.
Yeah. First Noel.
James Taylor's got a really good Christmas album. I mean, there's several. I like that kind of stuff when popular artists do Christmas albums. You can find a lot of it on Amazon Music or Pandora, whatever you use. Put a little playlist of that together. That's good stuff. But about 2 or 3 weeks of that, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like playing Christmas music kind of in the background when you're decorating the tree. There's times.
There's moments and there's family times. There's some old Whitney Houston stuff the late Whitney Houston, she could get it now.
Yeah.
The Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas.
That's
there
you go.
Right there.
There's
a good one.
What about was it the Jackson 5 of Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus? In that Jackson 5? Yeah. So I mean, there's a few of them.
I've got a playlist here on my phone
of Christmas songs.
Yeah.
Oh. Probably my least favorite is the We Three Kings of Orient Are.
I don't even know what that one sounds like.
We Three Kings of Orient.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that one sucks.
One of the worst songs. Yeah,
that one sucks. Yeah, there's a few Christmas songs that just are trash. I don't like the Little Drummer Boy. I think that song's trash.
God. Yeah, that's annoying.
And but
you ever heard Whitney Houston, Joy to the World?
No, but I bet you it's good.
Yeah, she can do no wrong.
I mean, let's say anything she touches is
good.
Yeah.
Andy Williams, Most Wonderful Time of the Year.
I love
that's got to be
Williams,
up there.
Christmas music.
I know they had to change Dean Martin's song of Baby It's Cold Outside.
Yeah, because it was a little too aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but I think that was a John Legend and somebody else redid it, and it sounds kind of weird. I don't know.
Leon Redbone is the original.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I just knew it was Dean Martin was the one that made it. Speaking of John Legend, he was voted the sexiest man alive by People magazine. Is that right?
I finished second again.
Yeah, Tommy, you finished second.
Oh man,
you finished second on the
maybe
list.
Next year.
Yeah, maybe next year
maybe next year.
Maybe you'll finally get it. You've been getting screwed over on this whole
what
deal.
I get for eating a carb.
Yeah, seriously. Yes, jeez. Okay, John Legend. I never got the real.
I mean, well, who would your sexiest guy be?
I don't have a list at the ready.
Yeah, I haven't put that together.
I really haven't put that much thought or how about any thought into that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't have a tickler file for that.
No, you do not have a tickler file for the sexiest man alive.
I do not,
according to People magazine. Because here's the thing: I don't look at looks. I'm not a physical person.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Eric Musselman's looking pretty good right now. He's looking pretty good. I'm just saying that if we had to have a Morning Rush sexiest man alive
you're
list,
gonna say Urban Meyer.
He looked good too. He looked good too.
Red. Yeah. He looked good in red.
Especially when he said that Arkansas is a 10-win program. It kind of got got a little butterflies in my stomach. I don't know, but yeah. Sorry, Tommy. Maybe next year though you'll be voted People's Magazine's most sexiest man alive.
Campaign begins tomorrow.
That's right. We'll be on the forefront of that one. Appreciate everybody listening into the Morning Rush today. For Tommy Kraft and Maddie T, I am John Neighbors. Same sports show, same sports channel tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody.